friendships, people caring about you. Might be surprised what could then start to be in your studies, workouts, wild parties, even some memories dredged up from the past. But when you're together, all that matters is knowing each other and finding at last maybe something that's a little more. And there's a lesson to learn. Stop hiding inside, let your world start to turn. As you feel yourself start to grow, make choices and plan out your time so you know. Don't let the doubting and fear win again. Then you'll find that bit of zen. Breaking through your apprehension, screw expectations, and live in the now with the friends that love you. They're beside you, spending your time with them and finding how you'll support each other through thick and thin. And there's a lesson to learn. Stop hiding inside, let your world start to turn. As you feel yourself start to grow, make choices and plan out your days so you know people care about you. Remember it when you must find that bit of zen. You're standing there leaving your old life behind, the courage to move on and see what you find, accepting yourself, feeling all that is real. Without him beside you, you know how to feel.
I know that it says that it's time for the show, but I was not ready. So, I'm gonna need just a couple minutes. But welcome on in, Phil.
Sometimes when you're feeling lonely, take a step back, look around so you see that there's friendships, people caring about you. Might be surprised what could then start to be in your studies, workouts, wild parties, even some memories dredged up from the past. But when you're together, all that matters is knowing each other and finding at last maybe something that's a little more. And there's a lesson to learn. Stop hiding inside, let your world start to turn. As you feel yourself start to grow, make choices and plan out your time so you know. Don't let the doubting and fear win again. Then you'll find that bit of zen. Breaking through your apprehension, screw expectations, and live in the now with the friends that love you. They're beside you, spending your time with them and finding how you'll support each other through thick and thin. And there's a lesson to learn. Stop hiding inside, let your world start to turn. As you feel yourself start to grow, make choices and plan out your days so you know people care about you. Remember it when you must find that bit of zen. You're standing there leaving your old life behind, the courage to move on and see what you find, accepting yourself, feeling all that
All right, let's go ahead and actually. Oh no! Oh,
Found that bit of
oh,
zinc.
okay. Oh. Let's pretend that we're getting started, which means let me readjust everything like 90 times. And then maybe. And maybe. I'm gonna have to readjust that literally as soon as we start the game. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn down that music. I am here, people over, so not actually here. Not a problem. Back in probably an hour or so. Take your time. You good. You're having people over, then that's great. Super fun. I hope you enjoy your dinner plans. I hope it's a very fancy dinner party where you can talk about your bathroom experiences from Japan. For anybody that thinks that sounds odd, that was a reference to Sill's stream yesterday. I realize not everybody would get, especially if you're watching this as a VOD. But yes, hello, so welcome on in, thank you for coming in. I'm gonna take just a couple more minutes, see if anybody trickles in. I've been noticing, hi Pat! I've been noticing so many people are like catching the streaming bug right now, and so like all of my friends have been just doing like random pop-up streams, which is great and super entertaining. I am never wanting for something to watch or participate in. But yes, that's so cool. I know, right? Right? Yeah, no. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm like a moderator, I guess is the most standard term for it. In a Discord community, and so I try and keep up on what everybody is doing in terms of like how much they're streaming and when they're putting out stuff and trying to like engage a little bit. Yeah, and just everybody's been doing it. I don't know if it's spring fever because the 19th was officially the beginning of spring in the United States, or I guess in the northwestern hemisphere. But yeah, super duper cool. Housekeeping and tea things. Housekeeping on YouTube. Thing that I noticed today was that, oh my goodness, thank you everybody that's been joining for the last couple of days. I've shot up like, I think at this point it's maybe up to like 12 or 13 new subscribers over there, and that's been super cool. And then I have a few new people over on Twitch as well, so that's been absolutely awesome, amazing. Yesterday, Elusive Mad and I went to our improv class. Idoriosai decided not to join us again, but that's okay. But yes, and that was super fun. We were doing like character work, and I got called out and was told to like start trying to use more voices and change myself a little bit. So that's yeah, something that I'm now in the works of trying to get better at. Oh, and Stream Elements is actually working now. Yay! Thanks for subscribing, Ed Mahone. I'm going to assume that that is the correct way to say that. But yes, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so then I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of things that have happened in the last couple days. The biggest thing is that I had alone time today, which does not happen around here. I never get alone time. So yeah, I actually had a couple hours to get done some like general housekeeping stuff. Like cleaning, taking the animals out, you know, tried getting some video stuff done, didn't quite work there, caught up on like some familial stuff with my sister. Alone time. Yeah, no, I need copious amounts of alone time, and I get almost none. which is a very big problem for me. Yeah, I spent a lot of time like growing up being alone. And so now as an adult, I'm like, oh, you have so few opportunities to just completely be alone. So yeah. Me too, alone time is best. Even as a kid, I loved being alone. Same. Same. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't get me wrong, I wasn't like a total shut-in. I did have friends and whatever, but I actively enjoyed just being by myself and doing my own thing and playing games and reading and watching TV and watching movies and doing stuff all with myself. I am my own best friend. And that still holds true now. Like I love days where I can just chill and have like the entire day to decide what to do with myself. So, yeah. That was semi short lived. It was literally only like a couple of hours, and I might get like half an hour of alone time tomorrow. So, that's super great. Yes. Anyway, all right. So we've been vamping, as if I haven't been trying to get ready. Vamping for about 12-ish minutes. So I think we're gonna go ahead and sorry, because things are only somewhat working. I have my quality control up over here. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and get into a game. So, all right, and let's get some soundage up, and let's go ahead and hope that everything works and that we're good. And my face still looks okay-ish. And there's a wild shuppet in chat. Exclamation mark pokey catch if you're over on Twitch. Oh my goodness, all the things, all the great things. And I adjusted myself and I didn't fall out of frame. Guys, this is a good night. This is a good night. All right. So. Week 6, because on Tuesday we only got through 3 days. Which this will be a far different stream than that. Steve's weekly frat meeting is on Tuesday evening, which we always should do because it's an obligation. Wonder how that happened. I know. I see an unsurprising lack of the elusive Matt in here tonight. Yeah. Was still a fun night. I maintain that, and I did not take the stream down after I saw it, so it wasn't terrible. It wasn't a bad thing. Leap works student center. That's fine. We can become friends with you, but oh wait, I think this is the one where we alternate Monday afternoon and Tuesday classes. There we go. Yes, I appreciate that. I appreciated you guys so much being in there. Because yeah, like I said, it was fun, and I contribute that a lot to you guys. It just was so different than I expected it to be. I had like a 5-shot cap on it. I ended up seeing that at least 6 were redeemed. I don't actually know how many I realistically did. But yeah, the next morning was far less fun. Far less fun. Wednesday evening we do the board game thing. Oh, yes. Brain. And then we do, let's do, wait. Brain. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, no, I think I'm doing this correctly. I'm trying to remember the, setup that I had. It doesn't help that I remember next to nothing about the actual gameplay of Tuesday's stream. I'm trying to remember the order that I had with Q&A Hangouts and Gym. I feel like at some point I should hang out at the frat, but I also am consistently just bringing down my happiness, which isn't my super preferred. Hey, we have 69 on affection. That was me giving myself a high five because I don't have someone to high five in here. Happiness, libido, fitness, studiousness, gaming, nice. Gamingness, confidence, frattiness. I feel like we have so much frattiness. I don't really need to worry about going and doing stuff at the frat. I just need to be happier. And Q&A is not doing that for me at the moment. Neither is class, honestly. Maybe I skip class and go to the gym on Wednesday. Yeah, I think that might be beneficial. Because then we can also see Malik. Maybe we hang out at the frat. Yeah, I feel like that'll be... Oh, nope, we can go to the gym and hang out with Malik. Like 3 nights in a row. Or almost 3 nights in a row. Let's go ahead and change that one to hang out at the frat. Good. Okay, we have a plan. We have a plan. We're good. We're good to go. We're good. So we're going to Q&A 3 times. We're going to 4 classes. We're going to the gym only twice. Oh, okay. Well, good thing that I put that in there. Frat leisure before the frat meeting. We're studying with our boyfriend 2 times a week and playing board game with all of his friends. So yay, that seems pretty legit. I spend some time Monday morning at Q&A watching movies before my nerves get the better of me. We're gaining confidence, which is good though. Molecular biology, gross. Study with Chris, still not really what I want to be doing, but it's nice. Biochemistry, gross. Tuesday afternoon, hanging out at the house. Some of the brothers are in class, so I play some Guitar Hero. Up the frattiness, up the happiness. And the frat meeting, I catch a glimpse of Tom across the room. Yep, that's still not great. I find Liz at Q&A Wednesday morning. We chat for a bit. All right, cool. Go to the gym to work out. It's pretty quiet. I meet the group Wednesday. We play Thurn and Taxi with Jake and Hannah. Thursday morning, biochem, gross. Go to the gym to work out. Thursday afternoon, study with Chris. Spends time Friday morning watching movies. Friday afternoon, molecular biology, gross. Suddenly it's Friday. Cool. Wow, we are already rocking and rolling so much more than on Tuesday. It's crazy. I wait outside Chris's last class Friday, holding a rose and feeling really self-conscious about the whole thing. That is so cute, though. Also, I just realized that... Let's go ahead and... Yep. And... Okie dokie. Things can't just work. Oh wait, nope, it's that way for a reason. Because if I do this, boom shakalaka, there we go. I just noticed that like you could see the exit bar, and then you could see some of my like, my desktop surrounding it. So it isn't long before he and Nick are walking out of the building. Hi. Hey, dude. No, Jake and Hannah? They stayed after class to talk to the TAs. Ah. I guess I'll see you two later then? We can all do something together. See you later, dude. Ah! Are we being friends? Are we like friendly? More so with you? Not really. But we can all hang out. That seems fun. I have some other work I should get done anyway. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, okay. Well, at least we made the attempt to be friends. Chris starts walking back towards his room and I follow. So, how was the test? Pretty easy. I think we studied too much for it. Oh. You study too much? That's better than the alternative, right? No, I think the kind of more sarcastic thing. Adam's putting a couple books into his backpack as we get to their room. Oh, hey dude. I was just grabbing some books to go do some work in the library. He slaps me on the back. Maybe I'll see you for dinner later? I can't tell if he actually has work to do or if he's just trying to give me and Chris some alone time. Okay. So we're already gonna start coming in hot for this stream. Chris dumps his backpack on his desk, then grabs me and kisses me passionately. Oh. And just to be like triple sure, we are on the none setting. Good. Dude, that's really nice. Oh, I hand him the rose. I carried that thing this whole time. I don't know how you feel about flowers, but I feel like I wanted to get you something. Thank you. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. Oh, smooth. Smooth as silk. And the music changed. And it's like a cute change. He blushes and kisses me again. One thing leads to another, and wow. But in a fun, much less urgent way this time. We lie on his bed together, afterward holding each other. Very cute. That was really nice. Yeah. His hands run down my stomach again. Aww. Can we talk about sex? I kiss his forehead. Of course. Do you, what position do you like to play? For some reason, the question seems intensely personal, despite the fact that we just did it. But I get it. Well, I've only really pitched. But I feel like I'd prefer doing something else. Okay. What about you? I think I could do either, but I don't have any experience there. Oh, okay. I nudge his head so he's looking into my eyes and I smile at him. Oh, that's cute because they're both like inexperienced. We'll discover things together. He nods, then kisses me slowly. Have you had sex with anyone? Sorry, stupid question. Have you had sex with another guy? No, this is all new to me too, in some way. Because he definitely knows that we were like hardcore hooking up with the twins. Okay. We lie there for a while longer before Chris suggests a quick dinner. Hang on, I want to see... Not the menu. Not the menu. I didn't want to see the menu. I wanted to see the stats. I feel like that did not make it go down, and that also did not make our happiness go up. It made our affection go up, which is very nice, and it made our, like, bar together max out. Okay. Take 3. We quickly grab some burgers and eat together before heading back to our rooms for the night. I lie in my bed that night, staring at the ceiling, feeling a general sense of happiness and peace. Saturday, February 24th. I wake up late Saturday morning and realize I've missed the Q&A meeting. Not that I've been going anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. Well, if you were planning on trying to, like... I try to decide what to do with my morning. Hang out at the house, go find Chris, see who's at Q&A, see if games are happening. We should still just go see what's up. James and Mike are sitting on 2 couches, each seemingly engrossed in their own work. Hey! They smile at me. It's nice to see you again, Carlos. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt if you were studying or anything. It's fine. James and I were talking a bit this morning, and now we're just doing homework. Actually, was getting ready to go. Dress rehearsal soon. Oh, that's right, your show opens on Friday. Yes. I'll try to get tickets. James nods at the two of us and heads out. I take a seat on the couch near Mike. It still bothers me how much homework they assign here. Do they expect that we're not going to learn the material unless we're forced to do it over and over? I mean, repetition is a thing. But also, yeah. Dude, right? Want to watch a movie? Shouldn't you be doing homework? I'd ask the same of you, but you don't look like you have any work on you. Guilty as charged. How about something sci-fi? That sounds quite nice. Wait. He was supposed to have a British accent, wasn't he? We spend the morning watching 2001: Space Odyssey together. The Lizzies show up halfway through and join us. Liz gets the light when the movie ends. That ending was weird. I think he died. I think the aliens gave him superpowers. I actually haven't seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, so, but I know that it's like supposed to be a fair sci-fi film. I actually haven't seen that before. We should probably watch the beginning part sometime, babe. Fair enough, coming in halfway through a movie. You didn't miss too much. They were on a mission to Jupiter and the computer started killing everyone. Oh! Let's watch it now. I need to deal with some paperwork, babe. And it looks like Mike's in the middle of some studying. I don't mind, feel free to watch the beginning. I realize it's probably about lunchtime and I'm not really interested in seeing the beginning again anyway. I should probably head back. Bye, Carlos. Hope I see you around. I head back to the house. I grab a bit of everything and look around for a table. I see Tom and Eva sitting at the table in the corner talking. Okay. I make eye contact with Eva, who stops talking and seems to hesitate for a moment before waving me over. Oh, okay. Hi, Eva. Are we talking now? Are we doing the things? Are we gonna, like, be cool and play nice? I sit at the table, not sure what to expect. Tom just glares at me. We need to talk, Carlos. I have nothing to say to him. No one says anything for a bit, and I'm not sure if I should start by apologizing. Look, Carlos, I think we've been a little unfair to you. That's not what I was nope. I gotta say, that's... Okay, please elaborate. I would love to hear this. Tom, answer this seriously. If we weren't dating and you were hooking up with some girl and Carlos walked in, what would you do? Tell him to fork off. Eva stares at him for a bit. I think you'd invite him to join you. But he was fucking staring at my fucking junk! Thomas. Tom storms out of the room and Eva sighs. Okay! She's very level-headed about that. What we did was still wrong. But I appreciate that she understands that his reaction is based on their relationship and not based on the actual situation. So, interesting. Carlos, you violated both of our boundaries, and that's really not okay, but it feels like a bit of a double standard to be upset with you for it. I mean, no, you can be upset. You can be upset that that happened. You can. But maybe, like, do what you're doing now and work towards resolving it. Not when so many brothers probably would have done the same thing. Nope, now it's our turn to apologize. She nods. Tom is just really protective of me, I guess, and that's one of the things I love about him, and I think that's really what set him off. She shrugs and stands. I'll talk to him, Carlos. Just give him some time and be a little more respectful of us in the future. That was more than fair. Totally respect that. That's great. And we will work towards being better, doing better. I watch her walk out of the room, not really sure what to think. I guess that went okay. The meal itself is fine, and I eat quickly, feeling equal parts embarrassed and relieved. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel good to be reprimanded, which the only, like, reprimandation that she kind of did there was just, like, letting us know that we had crossed a boundary. But outside of that, like, I don't know, the situation itself was embarrassing. But yeah, I feel like that would be a relief to have someone finally just, I don't know, talk about it. Chris and Adam are probably doing homework. Get some homework done with Adam and Chris, hit the gym, hang out at the house. Alright, let's see our stats. Our frattiness is already pretty high. Our confidence we grow, I think, just by going to Q&A, and that's not really an option right now. Our gaming, not a thing right now. Studiousness, we actually have that pretty high. Our fitness could maybe actually use just like a touch more. So out of all those, let's go to the gym. I grab my gym clothes and head to the student center. Link isn't working with the gym's fairly busy. I managed to snag a treadmill and have a pretty good workout and shower. I run into Adam as I head back to the house. Hey dude, just wanted to see if you wanted to get dinner. Sure, I just got done running, so food sounds good right about now. Well, that's better than the other order at least. Something quick? Burgers? Sure. He means the order of, like, eating and then working out. Good on her, right? Right? I feel like that was a very empowered way of, like, of understanding a situation. Instead of just being like, no, that was bad, and then writing it off as bad, and continuing to have, like, a weird, awkward situation. Dude, the fries are sweet potato. Is that normal? I love sweet potato fries. It's a lot more normal than what they usually have here. We each get a burger and fries and find a table in the atrium to sit at. It's overall an uneventful meal, but it's always nice to spend time with Adam. I head back to my room afterwards. Yeah, sweet potato fries are so good. Agreed. It's funny. I originally thought that I didn't like them because, you know, one of my super interesting fancy stories. The first time that I tried sweet potato fries, I didn't realize that it came with sriracha instead of ketchup, and I had never had sriracha before. So I started, like, dipping it, and I thought I was just eating sweet potato fries and ketchup. And my mouth was on fire because I have the whitest mouth ever, so I do not do spice well. Yeah, I was like, nope, sweet potato fries are, like, they're too spicy. I will never enjoy these. Whatever. And then, yeah, I went to another place where they served sweet potato fries. I was going to give them one more try, because if I try something, I want to give it a couple of goes. Yeah, and they asked if I wanted sriracha with that, and I was like, what is that? And they explained that it was a spicy thing. And then I dated a guy who ate sriracha on everything. And I was like, oh. Well, I'm an idiot. So, now I like sweet potato fries. I sign on to Instant Messenger, and another message from Elliot pops up. Hey. I'm around whenever you are. Hey, sorry. Here now. Is it weird that I look forward to chatting with you? Elliot! Not unless it's weird that I look forward to it too. My brain. I know that they're friends. And so that shouldn't, like, set things off in my brain. But my brain's also like, Carlos, you have a boyfriend, you have someone that you're seeing, you have someone that, like, you've built this sort of like bond with. Granted, we've only been officially dating for like 2 weeks, but still. So I know that he also had a thing with Elliot, and Then would it be bad to spoil the mood by being serious for a bit? You can always be serious with me, dude. Okay. Then just let me talk for a bit. I want to expand on what I said last week. Of course. If you had asked me out, I would have said yes. Because I had a crush on you too. Okay, confirmation. That feels nice. But I'm not sure things would have been so great after that. I probably would have still confronted Robert, and I would probably still be in this situation now, and you'd feel some sense of obligation to me. Dude. I mean, that's pretty astute, and it seems pretty spot on to the situation that we've been in. You don't know that, but you would. Because you did. Because you did. I know what that means. I know what those dots mean. You did. You felt that way. He's got a point. And I'd probably be in this weird position of not wanting to break up with him, but also not being able to see him. It really wouldn't have been what I'd want out of a relationship, much less my first one. And probably same for Elliot. Granted, I know that Elliot has more experience than us, which I've learned from a different playthrough of YAGS. But yeah, so it wouldn't be fair for any party all around, because then I feel like Elliot would have this unfair reliance on like leaning on us, or I don't know, he'd feel just this constant nagging sense that he should break up with us in order to make it more fair for us, that we're still at college, we're still like out and doing things, we can't be together, and so it just would have just caused problems for everybody. I'll take that as a yes. But even if we assume that you talked me out of it, or something else happened, I don't think the house is ready for it. Just look at Tom. And Steve has a hard enough job already, and he's my best friend. I don't think it'd be fair to him to make him deal with that. Oh my. That's not fair. I think I understand what you're saying. I mean, this is what we've been confronting, is that like there's this unfair expectation specifically from Steve, and I know he already like apologized to us and whatever, and that's fine, and I get that. I get that he has a hard job and that he's trying to make things like easy on everybody. But that like to have this all be part of your decision making, of like everyone else's comfort around you being in a relationship and like seeking out happiness, is not fair. So I'm gonna do the more problematic one that's probably gonna start a fight. If he's not okay with two guys dating, that's his problem. Or, you're not wrong, but I need you to understand his perspective. I understand it. I just don't care. His perspective is wrong. But he has good intentions, and that's great. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. We could have set a good example, and that's true as well. Maybe. That's a, like, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know unless it had happened thing. Sorry. Don't be sorry. I have to say, though, I love the confidence. Well, harder in real life. That's fair. It is. Did he know that I'm gay? Yeah. I think he suspected. He never asked me, of course. And I never said anything. Even after Dan and I started hooking up. That is what I learned in my playthrough of YAGS that is eventually going to come out. Oh. I didn't realize that. You've met Dan, right? Yeah. I think it was just nice to have no strings attached to sex. Especially given Steve. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. Thanks, dude. I'm sorry things weren't different. Did we tell him about Chris at any point? Did we tell him about Chris? In a lot of ways. Me too. So tell me about Chris! What do you want to know? We spend the rest of the evening talking, and I feel a strange sense of relief combined with disappointment. That's fair. Feel your feelings. Sunday, February 25th. I wake up Sunday morning from a sexual dream about Chris. I lie there for a bit trying to, get my body under control. And there's a knock at the door. Hello! That's not who I was expecting. But okay. Eva and Tom are standing there. Eva smiles at me. Good morning. Sorry if we woke you up. It's alright. I should be up anyway. Tom and I were just going to get breakfast and wanted to see if you wanted to join us. This seems real weird. That sounds good. Give me a second to get dressed. I feel like I am in a weak position here, so I almost have to say yes. Of course. I quickly get changed and find him in the hallway. Mom was thinking of pancake pizza at the yard. We haven't been there in a while. Dude, I am so there. The restaurant isn't too busy yet, and we're seated fairly quickly. So how are things? I haven't been drinking, if that's what you're asking. Tom. I meant in general. Tom shrugs. Fine, I guess. Eva's been keeping me on track with classes. Dude, it's like Adam. Some of us just aren't made out for academic life. Bro, right? I just want to take it easy sometimes, or most of the time, but there's always homework or a test coming up or something new to learn. I mean, you're in college, so you know. Dude, exactly. Eva shakes her head. Maybe getting you two together wasn't such a good idea. Tom kisses her. Or maybe we just have a better balance between our academics and everything else. As in, no academics. Maybe. The pizza arrives and we dig in, finishing it surprisingly quickly. You know, bro, I've missed this. Just hanging out, I mean. I know it was kind of your fault too, maybe, but I just... He shrugs. We good, bro? Feel like there's like a fist pump thing. Fist bump thing going on here. Yeah, we're good. Are you good about my sexuality? Let's not cause problems. Let's not cause problems. Yeah, we're good. We're good for right now. Well, we probably should get going. Are you gonna make me do homework again, babe? Either that, or you can practice dancing with me. I think I'd rather do homework. Eva, just you wait. By the time you're like in your late 20s, a thing called TikTok's gonna come out, and you're gonna do great on it, madam. Well, thanks for joining us for breakfast, Carlos. They head out and I go to find Chris. The door's open and I let myself in. Adam and Chris are sitting at their computers, looking like they're working. Good morning, sleepyhead. Dude, it's not that late. I was gonna find you soon, but I figured you'd come by to see Chris at some point. I walk up to Chris and kiss him. And good morning to you too. I'm not sure I want to mention my dream with Adam in the room, but it's still nice being close to him. So what are you two up to today? Probably just more work, but I can go study in the library instead. Dude, I'm just saying, dude, not implying anything, but not implying anything by it. I have some, take 3. I have some more homework to get done, but I think there are board games in the afternoon. Maybe I'll do some reading myself. Adam throws me a textbook and I spend the rest of the morning reading over biology material. Fun. So, food? I thought you'd never ask. Burgers? That sounds fine. I'm curious about what the fries are today. Well, let me get dressed. He does, and we head to the burger place. Honey almond crunch. Are we sure those are the fries, not a dessert item? That doesn't sound bad, at least. But maybe I'll just stick with a burger. None of us order the fries, and we find a table in the atrium to sit and eat. Games this afternoon? I should get some more work done, but thanks. Sure. Jake and Nick were supposed to show up here in a bit. We finish eating and Adam heads back to his room to study while Chris and I wait for Jake and Nick to show up. It doesn't take them long to show up, although Jake seems to be worried about something. Oh no, is it Nate? Is Nate not being good? Because I feel like Nate's not being good. Because I don't like Nate. I'm sure it's nothing, Jake. He just has a question for you. Jake sets the bag of games down on the table and slumps into a seat. Hey, Carlos and Chris. Jake's just worried because Professor Lee asked to see him after class tomorrow. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's a more professional academic thing. Why would he ask me to see him unless it was something bad? Maybe you just want some clarification on one of your exam answers last week? But why would he need that unless it's something bad? Jake, it's fine. You'll see him tomorrow and it'll be fine. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Jake just shrugs. How about some Carcassonne? Okay. Nick pulls out the box and tiles as Jake starts absent-mindedly stacking meeples. Man, you're really good at that. Nick attempts to stack a few meeples, but doesn't really have any luck. I bet Carlos can't do any better. Oh, okay. Minigame! Stack meeples as high as you can by dropping them on top of each other. Oh, I'm not... There's a drop button. There is indeed a drop button. And okay. I feel like I need... Okay, it gets faster. I was about to say, I feel like I need it to be a lit... Okay. 7 meeples. I didn't know if it would go back around, so I just panicked. Nice job. Thanks. Carcassonne? Yeah. You've unlocked a new minigame, Meeple Stack. Meeple stacking. We start off fairly straightforwardly, and Jake and Chris build 2 ends of what starts to be a huge road with a bunch of cities near it. I control the field on one side, while Jake controls the other. With 1 meeple in each, I draw a roaded monastery, giving me the chance to join the fields together. Wow. No, keep them separated. I don't join up the fields, and Chris ends up making quite a few cities in my field. Jake starts trying to edge a meeple in. Try to get a second meeple in the field, ignore him, and focus on cities instead. I ignore his meeple and build cities instead. He manages to join up, and we share the field. Ultimately, Jake wins thanks to the 2 fields, but I get a close second with my city points. Gotta watch out for that guy and his field meeples. Sorry. No, it's good. It makes the game interesting to have to be defensive. That was good. Yeah. You want to play something else? Bonanza? Coffee time! Not wax. Who brews wax beans? Candle makers? Blah, 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 blah. Jake sets up the game, and it's a fairly friendly time trading beans. Soon the game's over, and they decide it's time for dinner. Buffet? Sure. I can do that. I should probably go eat at the house. No. I can do that. You could, but do you really want to? We head to the buffet. The food actually looks normal tonight. Beef stroganoff! We load up plates and find a table. The meal and conversation are nice, although Jake seems fairly subdued by the end. Jake, you okay? Yeah, just worried again. Everything will be fine, man. I'll go see the professor with you tomorrow if you want. That's okay, but thank you. Your plate's empty. Let's go get some more mac and cheese. Okay. We watch Jake eat for a while longer before all heading back to our rooms for the evening. I wish tomorrow wasn't Monday. Okay, and we have gotten past a full week, and it took us like less than an hour this time. I think that's a win. All right, I feel like we need to maybe get our happiness up a little bit because we seem miserable. There is nothing stating that we have like something important coming up for class. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep my I didn't realize studying makes us unhappy even though we're with our boyfriend. I think I'm gonna do more just like fun things. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, oh. You know what? We'll go to the gym for that. Perfect. That seems fine. So we're up a happiness point. Q&A room's always open, but there might be more people there during the day. We'll go visit Q&A a couple of times this week. That is the frat house. That's not Q&A. We'll hang out at the frat. And then we'll go ahead wherever we don't have gym. We'll go to the gym. Hang out at the frat. Maybe go to class. And hang out at the frat. Okay. So we're really not doing like any schoolwork this week, but we need to get our happiness up just like a smidge touch bit. Because yeah, 18 doesn't seem very great. Where is okay, our confidence. We are building that up, which is nice. So I know once that gets a little bit higher, going to like Q&A and stuff will also affect our happiness. But until then, I think we need a week or two where like we are mostly focused on happiness. Like his studiousness is actually pretty darn good, considering it's Carlos. So we'll go ahead and execute the plan. The week goes by quickly. I spend Monday morning hanging out at the house. Most of the brothers are in class, so just more foosball time for me. Head to Q&A Monday afternoon. Oh! I did not realize that would activate something. Sorry, my eyes giving me problems. I walked into the Q&A room, expecting it to be empty. To my surprise, Mike's sitting on the couch doing some homework. And then I think he was supposed to be British, so I'm going to try him with British. Oh, hello. Hey, sorry, wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, sorry, I figured this might be a good place to get some homework done. No, I mean, it's a pleasant surprise to find someone here. I assumed most people would be in class. Ah. I sit on the opposite end of the couch. Sorry, I have to ask, have you talked to James before? Yeah, actually, he helped me a lot last semester. I feel like he gave me some really good advice about coming out. Dude, I know, he's like this old wise sage or something. It's just nice to talk to someone else who struggled with his sexuality. Not at your own pace or whatever, right? Yeah, it's weird, but that was really useful to hear. I spent most of my first semester here kicking myself for not making it to a Q&A meeting. I would try to come and then waddle out. I almost did it again, as you saw. Dude, I definitely know that feeling. I think I was lucky because my best friend's roommate is gay, and having him to talk to was useful. But coming out to them was the hardest thing I've ever done. I actually had him help me come to my first Q&A meeting. Apparently he had a similar experience and got my friend to bring him, so... I'm a bit envious of Dan in that way. He seems like the kind of person that's never struggled and just doesn't care what others think. He comes off a bit badly, maybe, but there's a certain bit of appeal in his hubris. Not for me, mind you. He's far too crass, but it's still appealing. I think I agree with that. So James's confidence is appealing too, and he's a lot nicer about it. I also, kind of fancy him. James, that is. Dude, you heard Dan, who doesn't? Mike laughs. Anyway, sorry. I'm banging on a bit. You... what? My mom often says I could talk for England, but often gets a bit... Okay, I am correct. I am correct, and that's why his colloquialisms are also a little bit off. My mom often says I could talk for England, but often get a bit wordy when I'm not sure what to say. I can get back to my homework. Actually, I was gonna ask if you wanted to watch a movie, but if you're doing work... No, that sounds nice, actually. I look over the DVD collection and pull it out. Dude, I've heard this is really bad. Want to try it? Anthe? With how much people complain about it? Maybe. Make shrugs. Sure. We watch Iggly, which turns out to actually just be a mess. Although a comment about Ben Affleck turns into a discussion about celebrity crushes. Ooh. Dude, I'll have to check that out. Torchwood, right? Ooh. I know who he's talking about. He's, wow. Didn't realize I had multiple audios going on. Oh, yeah. Captain Jack, I think is his name. In Torchwood. He is very appealing to look at. That's right. And also the first series of Doctor Who. Yes, for those that don't know, Torchwood is a spin-off series of Doctor Who, where we're first introduced to Captain Jack. And, ooh, that is an episode to see. We look back at the screen, which seems to be scrolling the credits. Oh, I guess the film's done. I wonder what happened. But I feel like this conversation was more interesting anyway. Yeah. I put the DVD away. I should probably get back to work, but thank you for watching and talking with me. Yeah, I should probably go as well. I'm thinking I'll try to come do work here every Monday and Wednesday afternoon if you want to talk more or anything. Okay, we're getting more options. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. See you. Okay, so that's a new thing. I'm glad I triggered that. I head to the gym Monday evening. Okay. I head to the gym for another workout. Malik, as expected, is working the front desk. Hello again, honey. You know the drill. I swipe my card and he hands me a towel. Been seeing you pretty often. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were trying to see more of me. I just like working out. Not that I mind seeing you, of course. It's always nice to see you. I just... Malik laughs and pats my arm. Girl, I am just teasing, but you're turning as pink as your shirt, which is a good color on you, by the way. Oh, trying to bulk up to impress some guy. Is he flirting with me? Little old me? This? Who would flirt with this? No. Although impressing him wouldn't necessarily be a bad side effect. The unlock new options in the planner, and planner stuff sometimes has scenes, is the part I'm the most proud of in the game design. I think of it as an evolving planner. I dig it. I was thoroughly shocked when just suddenly I was at Q&A, and the fact that right now I am just at the gym. Yeah. No. Very nice design, very nice design. How was dinner? I feel like that was really quick. Because yeah, you were pretty on par with an hour. I just like working out. I find it relaxing. It's just a shame the pool isn't open yet. I'm more of a fan of swimming than running. I'll have to remember that and see if I can be put on pool duty once it does open. Dinner was nice. I'm just checking in. We'll disappear again in a bit. Perfect. So you are doing like fun, fancy, dinnery things. I need to figure out how to turn that dual thing back on. Because I did have that at one point. I had like the dual battles slaps. There were more. Throwing things, attacking. I had all of that stuff at one point, and I need to figure out how to turn it back on. His hand finds my arm again and rests there. His touch is surprisingly arousing. Is that okay? That's definitely okay. You can look all you want, just don't touch. Okay, actually, back in a bit. Sounds good. I'd love to see all of those big muscles in action. Okay, he's definitely flirting with me. I really like it. He runs his hand up my bicep and gives it a squeeze before releasing me. And my body definitely responds. But I shouldn't keep you from your workout. You should come by Q&A again. It's always nice to see you, and we can spend some more time together than our quick meetings here at the check-in desk. I'll do that. Good. Have a nice workout, sweetie. I head into the gym, but my mind seems to fixate on the feeling of his hand on my arm. The workout itself is uneventful. Oh my. I go to gym to work out Tuesday morning, up our fitness, up our happiness. Spend Tuesday afternoon hanging in the house. Most of the brothers are in class, so I watch some TV. Sit with Tom, listen to Steve, and the meeting. I had to my genetics class Wednesday morning. Boo. I needed to do something schooly. I find Mike at Q&A afternoon, and we talk about sexuality and being from another country. Okay, that's fair. That actually, yeah, that's a pretty interesting point of conversation. Wednesday evening, I head to the Student Center for Games. Wednesday, February 28th. We're gonna find out what... Oh, hello, everyone's here. Oh no, Jake's face. Jake's face. I find everyone there at their usual table, looking strangely somber. Nate's rubbing Jake's back. Jake, you know that material. You have nothing to worry about. Oh, does he have to do a makeup exam? I'm going to fail this class. Hey Carlos, I think you remember on Sunday when Jake was worried? Turns out the professor thinks he cheated on a test. Why? I'm so mad. The other guy obviously copied off Jake's exam from behind or something. How is that in any way Jake's fault? But the professor's having Jake and the other guy do a couple extra questions on their own tomorrow to prove that they know the material, in case that determines who copied off who. I still think they shouldn't have given them any notice. The other person could be cramming now. That seems like an unusual way to handle the situation. I suggested it. We did We did that once in class. We did that once in a class I TA'd. And the cheater failed pretty spectacularly, but we did it right when we first called them in. I'm gonna be expelled. Sil wins by default. Yeah, no, I really need to brain. Find a way to reactivate those commands over on Twitch. Because I know I had them at some point. Jake, you're not going to be expelled, even if this doesn't work out. The worst that happens is you get a 0 on the exam. My parents are going to kill me. But it will work out. I can talk to them for you, Jake, if you need. Okay, but thank you. Jake, it'll be okay. You'll nail those questions tomorrow. Okay. Let's play a game, babe. Whatever you want to play. Jake shrugs and we play some Carcassonne. Jake excuses himself afterward, and Nate follows him. Man, I really feel bad for him. You'd think it would be obvious he didn't cheat. He always hands in his homework. He usually gets the best grades of us on his assignments. Yeah. We play a couple of other games before calling it a night. Well, that's unfortunate. I go to the gym to work out Thursday morning, pretty quiet. Spend Thursday afternoon hanging at the house. Oh, and I catch a nap. That's actually pretty nice. Those have been pretty nice lately. I study with Chris on Thursday evening. Still not really what I want to be doing, but, you know, it's nice to spend time with the boy. I spend Friday morning hanging at the house and catch another nap. And then I spend Friday afternoon in Q&A watching movies before my nerves get the better of me. Suddenly it's Friday evening. Friday, March 2nd. I wait outside Chris's last class Friday. I don't know why that made my brain glitch. Holding a rose and feeling really self-conscious about the whole thing. Again? No, that's cute. Aww. You know. I hand Chris the rose and shrug. Wasn't sure how we were doing tonight, but I guess you still need to change. Then dinner and the play? Oh, we're going to James's play. That sounds perfect. Have fun, you two lovebirds. Anna. I wait in the hallway while Chris gets changed. Okay. You look really good, dude. You do too. Pizza? Or something a little nicer? Pizza's always nice. The restaurant's fairly busy, and we see a familiar couple while waiting for our table. They're obviously going to. Chris and Carlos! Looks like you're heading to the play afterward. Yeah. Us too. We got the last set of 2 seats together for tonight. We should all eat together. Babe, let them enjoy their evening together. I'm sure we'll see them again. I don't mind if you thus say nothing. I don't mind. I think that'd be fun. Chris shrugs. Oh, was that the wrong choice? Did he want some alone time? Okay. We're soon seated at a table for 4 and order our food. So, how have you two been? Fine. Busy with classes. Speaking of which, Jake seemed happier today. Oh, yeah, the test went well, and the professor apologized to him, and everything's fine now. That's great! But, yeah, I've been fine, too. We've been missing you at Q&A, Chris. He shrugs. I've just been too busy, I guess. Busy with Carlos. Babe. You two are adorable together. Help convince James to run Q&A next year. Babe, I got into the program. I'll still be here. But just in case. I don't think James would really want to run an organization anyway. He has too much else to do already. But he'd be so good at it. Double date! I have gone on far less double dates than television and video games have prepared me for. So, you know, this is actually fairly cute. Granted, I feel like when at like a pizza restaurant, when you're dressed like to the T, you know, it's very college. Fortunately, the food soon arrives, and we quickly eat before heading to the theater. We find our seats near the front of the room and settle in. Dude, we're so close. It's like the 5th row or something. James got me front row seats when he was the lead in a play last semester. I have yet to get that pathway. Can't wait to see that. I guess the location for the Take 2. I guess the location for the tickets depends on how big of a role you have. That makes sense. If you have your parents coming to watch your big break or whatever, you'd want them up front. Be the change you want to see in the world. In relation to double dates, start inviting people on double dates. Hey, Silly, you wanna hop a plane, come to the States for a little bit, go on a double date? That makes sense. I already read that. Heck yeah, let's go. Does Sil have a... Yeah, Sil has a significant other. Sil has children, right? Or am I making this all up in my head? Do I have uncanonized, like, fanfic for Sil? We read over the programs. You didn't tell me this was a musical. I mean, it's spring. Spring musicals. Yeah, I'm married and have a kid. Okay. That wasn't in my brain. Oh, well, perfect. Okay. Well, just get a babysitter for, like, 3 days. Hop a plane, come here, and then we'll go, like, dressed super fancy, and we'll go to a pizza restaurant. I feel like that sounds like pretty doable, feasible plan. Or, on second thought, flip that. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, so we'll come to you. Dude, you didn't tell me this was a musical. Is James going to sing? Is James gonna sing? I need to get, like, out of the States more. Into places that I haven't been. So, you know, I also got that right? You're Kiwi, not Australian? Because if I just horribly offended you, I will understand if you smack me. I think so. He wouldn't practice that part with me. I think he's shy about singing. Dude, is there anything that guy can't do? No, you're good. Okay. But is that a... Okay. For a second, because my eyes always just betray me, it looked like, no, you're good! Instead of like a cheer. But perfect, okay. See, I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying to learn things about new friends. To be fair, I think the acting degree here requires some singing as well. Even if he wasn't in a musical, he'd have to do a recital at some point. I, subtle brag, have been nationally adjudicated for my singing voice. I won nothing. I got really great scores except for one judge. One judge didn't like that my singing was so emotionally charged, and they gave me like such a low score that it like took me out of the running. So that was very disappointing. We need our program. We read our programs until the lights go down and the show starts. Chris finds my hand in the dark and tentatively squeezes it. Oh, right? It's always the Russian judge. I pull my hand away and Chris looks over at me, seemingly apologetically. Oh no, don't do this. Don't do this. I get it. This is a thing. This is a thing that happens a lot. But I know what he's doing. The play itself is pretty good, and James does have a song in the first part. He looks comfortable in a way I've never seen him before, and I find I can't stop staring at him while he's on stage. Captivating stage presence. The light comes on after the cast disappears. That's it? No, this is intermission, babe. Oh, it's just intermission. There's a second part. Yeah, no. Typically, like, plays and musicals can go for like 3, sometimes 4 hours. So, yeah, you get a little breaky poo right in the middle. Right. We should see more plays together. This is nice. I would love to see more live theater again. I don't think no, actually, I haven't gone to a show since pre-pandemic. Like a musical or, you know, stage production. I've gone to like comedy shows and stuff, but I haven't actually like gone and seen the theatre in a hot minute, which is a shame because I now live not right next to. I live like an hour away from the Buell Theater, which is just amazing to watch stuff at. Well, you've popped my theater cherry, I guess. The play soon continues and proceeds fairly quickly. The cast is soon bowing to a standing ovation. That was really good. Yeah, James was really good. Yeah, thanks for bringing me. Aw, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I walk Chris back to his room. Adam doesn't seem to be around. Oh. Well, it is Friday. Oh, wait, except the whole hand pull away thing. This is gonna go from like a saucy moment to like a conversation, isn't it? Okay. Thanks for a nice night. The night doesn't have to be over yet. He stares at me for a second, and I'm not sure if it was the right thing to say before he's kissing me forcefully. Okay, no. Save that from being a conversation. You look really good in that shirt. Dude, you too. I shut the door behind me and smile at Chris. Did we maybe want to see where Adam is? What do you want? Can I... Okay. Dude, that'd be amazing, but only if you want. He nods before coming up to me and tugging at my shirt. Okay. I get it off with a bit of difficulty. Fancy clothes. Fancy clothes are so difficult to take off in like a nice way. I undo his tie and slowly unbutton his shirt. Dude, you're beautiful. We slowly explore each other, stripping the rest of our clothes off, feeling a lot less urgency than previous times. I am so nervous that we don't know where Adam's at right now. Dude, if you're gonna do something, we have to get to that. It kind of feels like things are happening. I nod and he nods and reluctantly releases me. I fish around Adam's drawer until I find a box of condoms. That's rude, but necessary. Are you sure this is okay? We can do something else instead if you want. No, I had a dream about this, and I've just been wanting to try. I kiss him and we make our way to his bed. It's a bit clumsy, but amazing, and over way too soon. Afterwards, we lie together for a bit. Dude, I'm sorry that was so fast. You're literally like 19 to 21, somewhere in there. It happens. It was really, really nice. I'm glad. I feel myself starting to drift off to sleep when the sound of the door startles me back awake. What did I say? Chris throws his bedsheet over us as Adam walks in. Oh, sorry, It's okay, dude. I was just heading out anyway. I think I forgot a book in the library. I'll be right back. I knew it. I knew it was a matter of time. He heads out and shuts the door behind him again. I kiss Chris gently before finding my clothes. I'll see you tomorrow. Bright and early, enough that Chico gets annoyed with me. That sounds nice. Can we do this again? Dude, I hope so. Yes, of course this is gonna happen again. I kiss him again. Good night, dude. Adam stands in the hallway reading a book. He sets his hand on my back and smiles at me. Hope you had a nice night, dude. Yeah, thanks, Chico. I head back to my room and sleep well that night. Oh, I can imagine. Saturday, March 3rd. I woke up Saturday morning after a dream I can't quite remember. Hate that. For some reason, though, it makes me think of Chris, and I get dressed and head to their room. We said we'd be there bright and early. The door opens after a couple knocks. Surprisingly, it's Adam who gets the door. Morning, Chico. Didn't sleep in today? I went to bed a bit early last night, so I guess I didn't need to sleep as late as usual. I step past him into the room and he closes the door behind me. Hey, dude. I kiss Chris. Take two. I kiss Chris quickly. Say that 5 times. Super fast. You can't. Who smiles? I noticed the rose I got him in a cup of water on his desk. Aww. What do you think of the play last night? I don't have much to compare it to. Well, you still have an opinion, I'm sure. It was nice spending time with Chris. Chris blushes and I wonder if he's also thinking of what happened afterwards. Yeah. I feel like that's sometimes like a roommate thing. Like you just need to be aware. I was gonna go buy tickets myself, so if either of you wanted to see it again, I'd do it again. I'm just kind of saying yes to everything tonight. I don't know, that's how I'm feeling. I feel very agreeable. I'll pick one up for you then, and you can pay me back later. So what's on the plan today? Homework. That's the plan every day. Sounds about right. There might be board games in a bit. See, that's more like it. Speaking of, have you met with your advisor yet? I'm scheduled for next week. Oh, okay, well, that's an event. She's gonna be shocked that you're going to She's going to be shocked that you're going to most of your classes. Well, not this last week. We went to one class. Because we were miserable. We were not super happy. I was just reading over the rest of them. Dude. Did you want to join for board games? Dude, that sounds like fun. Okay. Wait, no. I thought it's Saturday. Saturday morning. I thought we were going to Q&A. Dude, isn't this weather great? I'm gonna miss the snow, but warm weather is nice too. I was sick of the snow when it started. Soon it'll be time to go swimming again. We find Jake, Nate, Hannah, Nick, all sitting at a table talking. Hey, Chris and Carlos. Okay, to be fair, Chris and Carlos, that's like a cute coupling. Like, just the namesake of it. We were just talking about classes next semester since we had our advisor meetings this past week. Oh, mine's this next week. I think I should try for the major in math instead of just a minor. Or you could take it easy and take a bunch of fun classes instead. I happen to think math is fun, Nick. Math can be fun until you get to calculus, and then you get totally lost and you fall asleep in class a ton, and then you hate math. BSA for anybody out there. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Super cute. It's true. I used to really enjoy math. And then, yeah, I took calculus, which was a mistake. Technically, I took pre-calculus, which is when I was like, maybe not. And then someone tricked me into taking full-on calculus, and that was where horrible mistakes were made. I enjoyed calculus more than most other flavors of math, but man, it really ramps up quickly. Bill. Can we be friends now? I mean, you enjoy calculus. It's all the imaginary numbers and things. It doesn't work for me. It like goes from 0 to 100 in no time at all. Yeah. The other option was like statistics. The imaginary numbers are so cool. In what world? In what world? The point of most math is to make uniform sense of things. So when you start throwing in, like, I found out in my electronics class, they actually do stuff in real life. How cool is that? Okay. Okay. What is the practical application of calculus then? What in the world of electronics has shown you that there is a practical purpose in calculus? I legitimately want to know this. I want to feel like going to that did not just like sap some part of my like math skills. Imaginary numbers get very important in signal processing. Okay. I don't work with many signals, but I suppose I can see how that application translates. Also, my headphone just died. So, give me 2 seconds to fix that. And just like that, I'm back. I'm actually gonna go to just chatting real quick because this is loud AF in my ears. And unfortunately, because I have to do display capture for this, I didn't want you guys to see all of my everything. Pretty niche, but I was so excited when I found out they weren't just silly math theory things. I feel like that was all that I learned calculus was. I feel like it was all like impractical math theories that were in a constant state of change. My professor literally told me what you learn in this class today will not be applicable in 3 years. Like, oh, okay, that's great. So yeah, that was my experience with calculus. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me it doesn't change so quickly. Also, there was that too. Aw. I'm sad I missed that one. Well then, I guess it makes sense for you to take those classes then. Should we play a game? Diamant! I think I'd prefer something a little more strategic. But I could do Diamond if everyone else wants to. Puerto Rico? That only plays 5. Power Grid plays 6 people though. Or we can split. Power Grid's fine. Yeah, I don't get why they force calculus on so many students, TBH. Like, you don't actually need it unless you're going further into math or engineering. So, I will say, it was my unfortunate decision-making that pushed me into calculus. Yeah, because in my school district, we're put on a mathematics path. Ooh. Hey, I'm not speaking correctly. We were put on a mathematics path that had 4 technical like semesters, and you're required to take math, or I guess like core classes, all the way through your high school experience. I'm not sure what it's called in New Zealand. I think like secondary school, I think. Yeah, you're required to take the core classes. And I knocked out the entirety of the like math curriculum in my first 2 years of high school. So that left me with 2 more years of needing at least one class of math each semester. And yeah, that was when I was like, it's either calculus or statistics. And I liked the professor that taught calculus. So I went to pre-calc for 1 year and then calculus the second. And that was a mistake. He was a great teacher. I love his teaching style. He's awesome. I would take a class from him again in a heartbeat. But I retained next to nothing. US schools strike me as needlessly conflict. They are. No, I was talking to my sister today. I was talking to my sister today, who is a teacher. And she has children who are in school. And my nephew has like caught on to the fact that school is virtually useless because of the way that the US school system has it set up. Because for some reason, we treat like any type of education center as a like corrections center. It's insane. So yeah, like the basis for our education system is the same basis that we have for our correctional facilities, so our prisons. And they're run literally the exact same way, except the kids get to go home at the end of the day. So it's and my nephew's like not having it. He's like, no, this is dumb. I don't agree with this. And I'm like, and her and I were talking, we're like, yes, what he's saying is factually true. And she's like, I know that that's true, but unfortunately the law requires him to be in school right now. So there's not a lot of options that we have. So she's trying to look at things that can like help the rest of his academic career. But the way that we have our school system set up is absolutely ridiculous. I would love to see like major reform. But unfortunately, we then get politicians like freaking, oh God, what was her name? Not the current person we have right now. The one that was under the Oompa Loompa president, who was like, I want to work myself out of a job because children need to be learning in church. Like if parents want to put their kids in Sunday school or whatever, that's fine, but don't, like, your position as like the head of education for the country is not exactly a job that you should work yourself out of. So yeah, those are my opinions on the US education system. My opinions and some flat out facts. Anyway, yikes. You're telling me. Jake sets up the game and I end up having last choice for plants in the first round. Go for a cheap plant for turn advantage. Start with an average plant and stay around the middle. Go for a plant better. Go for a better plant to save on resources. Let's go for a better plant. Let's start strong. I managed to snag a hybrid coal and oil plant. That sounds terrible. Which would let me power 2 cities, but puts me at a disadvantage in rounds. I end up being forced to start with an expensive area of the map, and I'm unable to build to 2 cities in the first round. Buy another plant. I buy another plant, which leaves me unable to build another city and sets me up for following turns. Unfortunately, the lack of city powering puts me behind in money. Combined with my expensive area on the map, I have trouble keeping up in cities. I eventually managed to build into a cheaper area by the 3rd stage and avoid a couple of pricey plant auctions, but I still end up in last place. Nate ultimately wins. Boo! We don't like Nate very much here. Nate ultimately wins the game over Jake with a well-timed block on his city expanding. Sorry, babe. No, that was well played. Good block. Lunch? Buffet? I suppose we could. I'm not sure I'm up for that today, but I should probably go eat at the house anyway. Unless you want me to go with you, Chris. He shakes his head. I might just get something quick and go and do some homework. You should go eat at the house if you want. We'll see you later then, Carlos. Yum. Lunch seems to be fried chicken and mac and cheese. I grab a bit of everything and sit at an empty table. I figured we'd be seeing Tom. Tom walks into the room, makes eye contact with me, and nods. He piles up his own plate and sits next to me. Hey, bro. Hey, dude. Been a while since we've had mac and cheese. Yeah. Carlos! Oh, no. Okay, if this is Ashley, we're cool. She's fine. I think, right? I turn to see Ashley come up behind me and wind her arms around my neck. Hi, Tom. I, miss banging. Okay. If you weren't seeing Eva, maybe you and Carlos could team up on me. Yep, that's right. Nope, Ashley is the one that we dislike. Lee is the one that we enjoy. Ash, leave them alone. Why? You want them both for yourself? Ash. Come on, Carlos, let's get out of here. Maybe some other time. I'm not interested. The, like, music shift to got me. Where I'm like, is this a deep moment? Because if we do the I'm not interested, then it's like a full coming out, like, hey, we're not bi, we're not gonna be doing this anymore. Like, I have a boyfriend, we're not playing. Maybe some other time is like less invasive, but it's still a rejection. And then this also goes into like, they're around the house all the time. So if we do the I'm not interested thing and it's like, it is a coming out moment, then that is just awkward because we're here with Tom and we don't know how Tom really feels about us because like we're regaining a repertoire, but he did say some pretty nasty things to us. Not nasty in like the ooh la la way, but nasty in like the you're kind of being a dick way. If fine then. She walks off to another table and starts chatting up another guy. Okay, she got over that pretty quickly. Excuse me. She walks off after her sister and Tom just shakes his head. Like, was that a good interaction? Like he shook his head at them? The rest of lunch is fortunately less eventful and Tom heads to find Eva afterwards. I consider my afternoon. Go hang out at Q&A, hit the gym, hang around the house. Yeah. Lots of big brain moments here. Like, there's so much to think about. I can't tell if that was a good interaction. Go hang at Q&A, hit the gym, hang around the house. I feel like if we hang around the house, we're probably gonna either play Guitar Hero. We might run into Steve. If we go hit the gym, it's Saturday. Malik doesn't work, so he shouldn't be at the gym. We could work on a little bit of our fitness, but also we could build up our confidence. I think going to the Q&A, I think going to Q&A will probably be our best bet. Is empty, except for Dan sitting on the couch on his laptop. Oh, oops. Well, okay. At least we didn't like walk in on Dan doing something else or someone else. Except I think I see something used on the couch. Carlos! He stands and gives me a hug. Thinking of, me? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. He laughs and sits down again, patting the seat next to him. Relax, I don't want Chris on my ass. Well, not like that at least. Bro, you're like being abrasive, like you normally are, but you're kind of bordering disrespect now. I'm just finishing up some writing, but we can watch a movie if you wanted. Oh, I know a good one. He finishes writing and then puts on something called The Brotherhood, which turns out to be a very campy and rather erotic film about vampire frats? Okay, I'll bite. That sounds interesting. Soon the movie's over and he gets the lights. You ever frat anything like that? No, it's not anything like that. What a shame, I'd consider joining one if it was. Apparently it's the first of a series of 4 movies. I've been considering getting the others after I ran across this one in the film library, to see if there are more of the same. I'd watch some more. These don't seem very good. I'd watch some more. I mean, it sounds like a trash movie. Not in that it's like horrible, but in that it's a movie that you turn on, not because you're wanting to like think or analyze a film totally. You can, but you don't have to. And those are sometimes just good movies to have. That's the spirit. Not a very good movie, but you can't beat the guys. I wouldn't mind beating the guys, though. I should probably get back to the house for dinner. It was good seeing you again. Did that up our friendship with him a little bit, us watching movies? I head back to my room after a quick dinner. I'm sitting at my computer and staring at my IM list. Elliot and Chris seem to be online. I guess I could always take care of myself, but I don't really feel the need to at the moment. Stats. I mean, we're actually pretty low on that, so hang out around the house, take care of ourselves, talk to Chris, talk to Elliot. Oh, what's in? A Frillish. A Frillish is in chat right now. I am very behind on Pokemon, because that's not even one that I recognize. I'm surprised that take care of yourself option appeared for you given you're dating Chris. That's interesting. Oh? Wait, should we be? Okay, because Chris and I, like, previously on ZAGS, Chris and I, a bop at a boopied, kind of. You should have a Chris hookup option in the planner. Wait, what? So we only just had the conversation about like what position are you more comfortable in? Neither of us have done this before. Okay. Yeah, and then we went to James's show and you will have a Chris hookup option in the planner. Okay. Yeah, we went to James's show and we like got it on kind of. And then Adam walked in. So also, sorry that my friends' notifications keep popping up in the corner. But yeah, no, so I'm surprised that that's an option only for the fact that like I feel like our libido is low. Or like lower than it could be. But you know, I feel like I want to talk to Elliot though, because we just had that like conversation with him where we kind of understood where everybody was coming from, and he confirmed like that he would have dated us, but that it would have been bad, and pretty much all the feelings that we were having were the feelings that he was expecting us to have, and it would have been unfair if there was like more added on to it. So Elliot and I talked for a while about life and other random topics. Before I know it, it's gotten late, and he said, time for bed. Oh, okay. Well, Good that we're friendly then. Still. Sunday. I wake up Sunday to a knock on the door. Who could it be this time? Okay, yeah, so that conversation is in ZAGS. The one with Elliot, where Elliot's like, I would have said yes, but, like, obviously all this happened. And even if it didn't, it wouldn't be fair. Steve, another not expecting. Good morning, Carlos. He hands me a small bundle of paper. As we talked about this past Tuesday's meeting, room selection is happening soon. Since you're going to be a senior and you're already in this room, you'll have priority if you want to keep it. Paperwork's due by the end of the month. If you can get it back to me sooner, that'd be helpful for assigning rooms, eh? Steve leaves and I shut the door behind him, staring at the papers in my hand. They have a more mature version of it in YAGS. Of the conversation? Do they meet in person for that conversation? Curious? Yeah? Yeah, okay, I'm about that. In the playthrough that I am currently doing for a video, I know that I did walk in with, like, him and Dan. So, yeah. And he just revealed to Carlos that, are you winning? No. Hello, Madeline. Was it? I forgot I reactivated that one. Cool hat! It's backwards. I wondered why it felt weird. Cool hat! Take a shot. That has to be false. I took shots off. I turned on a couple of things. Shots were not one of them. Also, I'm annoyed. Did it seriously not show me the redeem for cool hats? Because it showed me the YouTube stuff this time. So I got that fixed. It's showing me stuff on YouTube now. Okay. Although, Matt, if you wanted to bring me some lemonade, I wouldn't say no to that. Especially because it's kind of hot in here. BRB, still more fancy dinner party things? I guess I should get this filled out. There's another knock at the door. Who is it this time? Should I, oh. Morning, dude. Oh, sorry, I thought you were Steve. What time is it? Almost noon? You really slept in today. Well, Sunday mornings are a great time to sleep in. Chris and I were thinking of going to see a movie, and we wanted to see if you were interested. That sounds fun. Why would we not do that? Just let me get dressed quickly. Chris is waiting in front of the theater for us, looking at the list of movies. I think I know what's gonna happen. The hand thing is gonna happen again. Anything good showing? Lemonade. Yeah. Fun. That was terrifying, which was irritating, but also the door open was kind of nice and it gave me a nice a nice breeze. And this, I keep missing Bob today. Great timing. I'm curious, like, what Bob's doing. I know he says dinner things, but that is an awesome hat. Thank you, Bob redeemed this. Yeah, this is my fuzzy hat. It's also known as my cool hat. I wear it mostly in my 60 seconds videos. Yeah. I have Raystream. I wish he'd quit doing that. I don't know if it shows it anywhere. It probably doesn't. Restream shows me whenever I reach 100 messages, and it makes me feel like a loser. It's an okay hat. No, it's my sick, cool hat. So you can just be quiet over there, madam. You don't even have a hat. What a weird feature. Right? Like, I know it's supposed to be like a congratulations, which, sure, if this was like my first year streaming and stuff, great, let me know. But I'm so far along in this, and most of my like chats get past 100 now, so it seems really superfluous. I don't know. I wish there was a way to turn that off. Right? I don't know. It's probably a feature in Restream. I can make a hat. Oh, yeah, you gonna make a little paper hat for yourself? That's cute. That's cute. Mine's still better. Anyway, Bridge to Terabithia is the only one that seems interesting. Oh, sad. Looks like there's also a couple of action films and some romances. Isn't that a book? Yes, Bridge to Terabithia is a book. And it's just as sad as the movie. Yeah. Yeah, but I guess they made a movie version of it, which I think stars if I have this correct in my head, maybe Dakota Fanning and Josh Hutcherson? Maybe? Let's watch something more action-y. We can give it a try. The entire theme of tonight is, I guess, just saying yes to everything. Yes, and let's give it a try. Sounds good. Adam, it doesn't seem like a movie you're going to probably be interested in. We buy tickets and find seats in the theater, which is fortunately not too crowded. Popcorn, nachos, anything else? Milk duds! I'll take that as a no. Be back in a minute. Chris smiles at me and tentatively puts a hand on my knee. I put my hand on top of his and he seems to relax. Okay. So the hand thing is still happening, but it's not the negative one. It's like a more calmed down, we're cool with this. Slept in today? Yeah, I guess I was really tired or something. We watch some ads and Adam returns shortly with the snacks. The movie itself is pretty good, although I'm not sure I'd read the book. I'm not sure I'd read the book before. That was pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if I've read the book, but it still all made sense. Yeah, that's a problem when there's like book to film adaptations, is sometimes if you don't read the book, you really miss out on a lot of pertinent information. It's been a while for me, but I think it was a pretty good adaptation. I should probably get more work done. Me too. You might be on your own for dinner tonight, dude. That's fine. There's always food at the house. I'll see you later then. Oh, what's with the ellipses? What's with the ellipses? Did you want me to invite you? Or did you want me to come back? Nad, you need to fold a paper hat for Pat. Hi, Bob. See, still, you and Bob, you're like in at the same time. Then he can wear a hat on his hat. But my cool hat, Nad would taint it. And she'd put something stupid on it. Like she'd advertise herself on it. Yeah, only for like 2 minutes though. I have a meeting no. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, I forget that it's like drastically a different time for you and you're like on during your work day. There's already something stupid under your hat. Yeah, looking around the corner there. All right. Oh, right. That's what I was thinking about just now. Did Chris want something? Did he feel like that was fine? I grab some food and look around for a table. Steve waves me over to his. Are you already gonna ask about the damn papers? Hey Carlos, I've been meaning to ask you whether you wanted to host basketball lessons this year. Elliot was supposed to, but he and Robert are both gone, so... Dude, I'm not that good at basketball. It doesn't have to be anything formal, just a regular weekly thing where you get some guys together for a game some weekday afternoon. Can we do that without someone leading it? I guess I could do that. Oh, do we want to add something to our plate? It just has to be some weekday afternoon, right? Let me look at what I have going on in the afternoons already. So we have the frat meeting Tuesdays. I could do it Tuesday afternoons. Lurk time. All right. Enjoy your meeting. We'll miss you. Lurky meat. Malik works Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Chris and company. Do games, Q&A is always there. Study with Chris anytime in the evening. I feel like we've said yes to everything else, so why? Yes and to life. Great. What afternoon works best for you? Tuesday. Great. I think it's warm enough now that we can start this upcoming week. I'll let the guys know, eh? Anyway, I should go talk to some other brothers. Have a nice dinner, eh? It'll be nice to have some regularly scheduled exercise time with some brothers. I hope Steve isn't expecting me to do too much formally for it. Hey, bro. Mind if we join you? Please. It's good tonight. It's good every night, babe. It's nice that the weather is warming up. I'm looking forward to doing more things outside. Dude, I know, I'm looking forward to swimming again. Doesn't make a difference to me. I'd rather sit here in the house where we have heat and air conditioning. Oh, come on, Tom. We can have a picnic in the park or something. That sounds pretty nice, actually. The rest of dinner is uneventful, and I head back to my room afterwards. I wish tomorrow wasn't Monday. Where are we sitting at? We're sitting at only 2 hours. Look at us go. I didn't put a timer for this hat. We'll take it off in 5 minutes. 8:07. I am, however, going to put the flaps up. That's more difficult than it seems by yourself. All right. Weekly frat meeting Tuesday. Go to the weekly frat meeting. Afternoon, we have lead basketball game. Cool. Can do that. That's totally fine. I should go to class and meet my academic advisor Thursday afternoon. So... Oh, hook up with Chris is a thing now. Raises happiness, confidence, and lowers libido. Hallelujah. Okay, so I assume going to class for Thursday afternoon sets that off, maybe? I have basketball lessons at the house Tuesday afternoons. Malik works the center Monday, Wednesday, Thursday evenings. So we can go ahead and do the Monday thing again. Go to the gym. Thursdays, I think we've been pretty consistent with that being a Chris study night, so we can turn that into something else. Mincino has been caught by Bob. Wednesday evening is board games. Is there a limited amount of times we can hook up with Chris? Wait, what? Okay. Or is that just an evening thing? I can study with Chris any evening and hooking up with him anytime, but not too often. Okay, yes. 1 hookup a week. Bob, you realize this is supposed to be college, right? 1 hookup a week? This is supposed to be college. Yes, I know that's not how it works. Okay. Oh wait, okay. Q&A. Mike hangs out there Monday and Wednesday afternoons. So we'll go to Q&A Monday and Wednesday because we're making friends with Mike and hopefully nothing else. I need to go to class at some other point as well. So we'll go to class. I mean, is there... Okay, we have gym that day, frat leisure. We don't have a gym yet for this day, so we'll go to the gym Wednesday morning. That's a physical exercise, and that's class. So we can do hang out at the frat for that? Which leaves our Fridays wide open. Okay. So then we should probably go to another class. And then the gym? Or we could go hang out at Q&A. That seems fine, right? But the hookups doesn't have to be evenings. I'm gonna keep it there for this week. Because like Malik is starting to flirt with us, which I like. I don't hate that. Like, there's nothing. I shouldn't say there's nothing wrong with flirting with someone that has a partner, but there's nothing wrong with like Carlos wanting to feel desirable. I don't know. I feel like that's a playful, like, oh, you can look, but don't touch, even though he did already kind of touch. So maybe that's not something that we want to explore. I'm trying to think, because if he's just like giving us compliments and stuff, it's like, oh, thank you. But I realized that he did like actively squeeze our bicep and tell us that he wants to see us in our swimwear. So maybe that's something we don't explore if we don't want to make Chris feel insecure. Anyways, all right. I think this is a full schedule. We have 2 frat hangouts, 1 frat meeting, 1 basketball. So we have 2 gym sessions plus 2 other physical activities. We have Q&A 3 times. We have our board game night with all of, our boyfriend's friends. We have class 3 times. I think we're good. Yeah, if I was still making game changes, I'd probably go and block those Malik triggers if you're dating Chris. I'm curious if that means we can still do things, but those triggers exist as part of Malik route. I'm getting that the Malik route is the more difficult route. Is that correct? You can't still do things, I hope. Well, now I want to see if I can break the game. Okay, so good to know that that's not a mechanic that I super need to worry about, like us ending up being a cheater. But cool. Okay. Execute plan. The week goes by quickly. Monday morning, at the frat house, I run into Steve. I meet with Mike and we chat a bit. Go to gym to work out Monday. Malik's there and we have a quick conversation. Tuesday mornings, biochem. Gross. I play a casual game of basketball at the house. Tuesday evening, I sit with Tom, listen to Steve, talk about upcoming events, which we already did once during that week. I go to the gym to work out Wednesday morning. It's pretty quiet. I find Mike at Q&A. I meet the group Wednesday evening for games. Hannah's attending office hours, so we play a Bonanza without her. I spent Thursday. Okay. Then Thursday morning hanging out at the house with most of the brothers are in class, play some Guitar Hero. I meet with my academic advisor Thursday afternoon. She's concerned I miss class too often. But I point out I study a lot outside of class, and we have a discussion about it. Yikes! Okay. Chris and I hook up Thursday evening, and it's really nice. We had genetics class Friday. Boo. I walk into Q&A and find Dan there. We chat for a bit, but my nerves soon get the better of me. Suddenly, it's Friday evening. Chris is the easiest route. Malik in hard mode is fairly hard. Other modes should be second easiest. Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah, I was looking at some of the discussion boards, and I kept seeing it was under one tab about Malik hard mode. And so I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds like a challenge. And I do love a challenge. I meet up with Adam after classes. Oh, no Rose this week? Hey dude, pizza before the play? Oh right, Adam got us tickets to James's show. I forgot about that too. I think I'd rather do something else tonight. No, he paid for a ticket. I'm not wasting that. I'll get changed and see you there. Ah, such respectful, college students, dressing up to go to theater. Especially, theater at the school. If you want a challenge, do the secret route on Heart. I believe no one has gotten it without decompiling the game. There is a secret route on hard mode? Oh? Is the secret route like nobody knows it's there except you? Is it that we stay a secret the whole time? Is it... What can you tell me about the secret route without giving it away? I get changed myself and beat Adam to the yard. Hi, Adam. Hi, Adam. Adam arrives just as my name is being called. Good timing, Chico. Those are all good questions. Okay, I see you, sir. I see you. Okay. Okay. I need to speedy quick get through the YAGS video. That way I can say that I am the first person to complete the secret route on hard mode. Whatever that is. Sorry, Chris was asking me about something, so it took a bit to get changed. We're seated and quickly put in our order. So how was your advisor meeting? It was okay, I guess. Take two. She says I should make more of an effort to attend classes. Sounds about right. She says I might be in danger of having to stay another semester if I don't get my grades up. What are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about? We are literally, the only thing we are more committed to than our studies is the frat and Chris. What are you talking about? This seems perfectly fine. Well, you don't seem to be in too much of a hurry to graduate anyway. Maybe we can graduate together. I'm not sure graduating a year late is a great goal, but I guess if it ends up happening, there'd be some nice aspect to it. I'll write that, the curriculum that you're on is designed for 4 years. There are a myriad of reasons that people don't graduate on time. Don't be judgy, Adam. So, Chris and I have been talking a bit about the housing situation next year. Now that I'm pretty clearly not moving to the frat house. Oh, are you guys gonna stay roommates? Have you thought about what you're going to do? Or wait. You don't have to live in the dorms after your freshman year. They could get an apartment. Oh wait, he gets an apartment with Hannah. That's right. Oh yeah, Steve gave me the paperwork to sign to keep my room for next year, but I haven't handed it back yet. Well, since we were going to live together this year and didn't, are you interested in finding an apartment together or something? Chris has been talking with Jake and Hannah and Nick, and they might be getting a place together, but if not, we could also pull them in. Adam shrugs. I don't know, just throwing some options out there. Oh, this is fun. This is a conversation that we were supposed to have today in our IRL house. Also, I realized I've had this on for 10 extra minutes. How bad's my hair look? Oh, hi! Yeah, so fun that the game's reminding me of this. What if I just keep redeeming Fuzzy Hat? I'll keep wearing Fuzzy Hat. I'll keep wearing Fuzzy Hat, and then my hair will get all sweaty and gross. But you won't be able to see my sweaty, gross hair. Beat you to it. I wasn't going to, because I don't want you to overheat and die. Well, my roommate doesn't share that sentiment, apparently. So, no, it's fine, it's fine. How do you feel about heat stroke? My whole thing tonight has been yes and, so yes, I will gladly have heat stroke, and I will probably die. I don't know, just throwing some options out there. I'd feel weird abandoning the house. Actually, that sounds pretty nice. I don't know, dude. I mean, I think that sounds nice. Want to look around for places this weekend? I'm sure a lot of students are looking for housing now. We can get a 3-bedroom and just have some extra space if Chris isn't interested. I mean, if Chris is moving in with us, then would we not maybe share a room? Died how he lived, in the closet. Hey Matt, Dorian, you want to start looking at places for us to move to so I don't have to have my office in a tiny closet with no ventilation? Thanks! If Chris is interested. Okay, Mr. Moneybags. We can get something cheaper too with... Dude, I'm teasing. Having some extra space sounds nice, doesn't it? We already have, sir. Tonight? You guys already talked about it tonight? Give me the short list and we can go this weekend. Like, this entire conversation can be happening right now. Oh, Bob needs balls. Yeah, some extra space. Sounds nice. Some extra space sounds nice. Maybe looking for a nice 3-bedroom place. Or a place with a basement. Or an attic. Or something. I don't care. Give me a nook. I do need balls. Well, it looks like you had a successful purchase there, you know? Store-bought's just as good. The food arrives and we quickly eat before heading to the theatre. The play is just as good the second time. Dude, is there anything that guy can't do? Who, James? It's not like the rest of the cast isn't as good, you know. Yeah, but they're probably not nearly as nice in real life as he is. Okay, we're fanboying. He does seem like a really solid guy. I sometimes wonder if I took that away from Chris. Dude. Like, maybe he could have had James, and instead he has me. Okay, dude, stop that. Chris is dating you because he likes you, and you like him, and you two make a pretty great couple. Yeah, Adam bore witness to what a great couple we make. Chris chose you. He could have said no. He could have asked James out. He didn't do any of that. He chose you. I guess. Adam puts his hand on my back and rubs it. Dude, you're great. The two of you are great. You have nothing to feel insecure about. Yeah. Thanks, Chico. The rest of the play is fine and we head back to our rooms afterwards. Thanks for tonight, Chico. Of course, dude. It's always nice to hang out. I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Oh, I'll catch you tomorrow morning. You know where to find me. I head back to the house and after some internet videos, head to bed. Saturday, see, because this is 2007, internet videos at night could literally mean binging YouTube or something else. I wake up Saturday morning and remember that the pool was supposed to open this weekend. Ooh. I get dressed and head to Chris and Adam's room to see if they're interested in swimming. The door is open and I knock before walking in. Dude, the pool is open! Good morning to you too, dude. Just woke up? I've been up for a bit, but I had a dream about this physics problem, so I wanted to get it down on paper before I forgot it. Dude, that's the most you thing ever. But let me finish up this problem and I can go swim. I stand next to Chris's chair and kiss his head. He puts his hand on mine. Good morning. You like swimming with us? Yeah. He types in his computer for a bit, probably talking to Janet. Or not. James invites us over tomorrow morning after breakfast. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'll tell him we're coming. As long as that's okay with you. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough physics for now. Let me find my swimsuit and we can go. You say that like you don't know where it is. Well, it was on the floor last semester, and after I did laundry, after we last went swimming, and then I shoved a bunch of stuff into a drawer when we cleaned the room, and then I pulled out... So the point is it could be anywhere. Pretty much. Chris walks over to his set of drawers and pulls out his swimsuit. For a second I thought it meant that he pulled out Adam's swimsuit. I'm like, Chris, why you got that? Chico, Chris is showing up over there. Uh-huh. I'll help you look for it. Is this a minigame? Clothing search. Help Adam find his swimsuit. Click and drag Adam's clothes around until you find his green swimsuit. Click on his swimsuit to collect it. Alright. Oh, hello. It's Babu. Underwear, jeans, shoes. More jeans. Am I dumb? Is it this? No. Is it this? Is this it? I was just a dumb. There we go. Thanks for your help. Chris is typing at his computer. I'll catch up. I'm talking to Janet. Okay, see? I was half right. Sounds good, dude. Adam gets dressed and the two of us head out. Adam and I quickly change in the locker room, and I try not to stare. You guys have been friends for a hot minute, and you have seen. It's not a weird thing. It starts in a random position, but at the bottom of the clothing. You just got lucky. Yeah. I thought it would be too easy, but also I see the practical difference between his underwear and the shorts are the fact that all of his underwear have like the pouch outlined, as opposed to his swim trunks have like the line down the side. But I was like, this seems too easy. So, random placements. The pool itself is practically empty. I guess people aren't really aware it's open yet. Or they think it's still too cold to swim. It's warmed up quite a bit, but I still wouldn't jump at the chance to go swimming yet. More room for us. I'll race ya. Adam and I swim a few laps and I start to get back into the feel of it. Dude, I really miss this. I can tell. This is a bit of a strenuous start. Chris... Okay. Chris shows up and slowly lowers himself down to the water next to us. Hey, dude. It's a little cold. That's why jumping in is the best way to do it. He slides the rest of the way in and shivers. Let's race. It'll warm me up. Chris and I swim a couple laps. What? Yep. Take 2. Chris and I swim a couple laps together while Adam bobs around the shallow end. I swim a few more myself while Chris and Adam talk. I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting like a weird vibe from Chris and Adam talking. And I think that's just paranoia, but... Come swim a bit more, the water's great. It's a bit cold for me, dude. Well, yeah, you dress like that and you're outside of the water. It should feel cold for you. I throw my arms over Adam's shoulder and ruffle his wet hair. That's why you move around instead of just sitting at one end. Can I ask you about school, Carlos? Oh, God. I had every right to be suspicious. Dude, are you gonna lecture me too? No, sorry, I just... You said you picked biology because it was easy, right? Yeah, although it's not as easy as they made it out to be in the brochure. There's too many things to memorize. I'm gonna do a couple laps. What do you actually want to be doing after college? I don't really know. I could be a lifeguard, or a surfing instructor, or a personal trainer. So why biology? My parents thought it would be a respectable degree for whatever I end up doing. You can't exactly major in PE. That's not true. You can. Yeah, no, you definitely... Hang on. I don't know why. I feel like everything is so loud. Also, Glitch Kitten's gonna say hi to everybody real quick. Okay. But no, you can major in PE. It just is like, hi, Glitch Kitten, you're adorable. I think for those careers that he literally just spelled out, if you wanted to get a degree in like physical therapy or occupational therapy or anything like that, it would technically transfer into a career like that. Why do you ask? I've been thinking lately that I'm not sure I want to do programming as a career, but I don't know what else to do instead. Oh, okay. This is not a total lecture. It's not that my parents aren't supportive of whatever I want to do, but I guess growing up, everyone assumed I'd be a computer science major because I spent so much time with computers. Fair, but that means computers can just be something that you like to interact with, something that you like doing in your spare time. Doesn't mean that's what you have to do. And because I didn't know what else I wanted to do, it seemed like a reasonable choice. It's just that the more programming classes I take, the more I wonder if I can do this as a job. I always got the impression that you loved coding, dude. I do, I'm just not sure if it's what I want to be doing for the next 40 years of my life. Well, if nothing else, you'd be rich and famous. Seriously though, that seems normal, dude. It's not fair to expect 20-year-olds to know what they want to do for the rest of their lives. And it's not like you can't change your mind later. Exactly! I don't know. That's why I respect, communications majors. They pick something that you can take anywhere. Not gonna lie, I wrote this Chris dialogue scene because this is me. So I needed Carlos's reassurance. Bob? Okay, we're gonna do... Hold that music down for a minute. It's okay if at 20 you don't know what you want to do with the rest of your life. It's okay if you ever decide that you want to make a career change later in life. You got plenty of support, people love what you do, and you'll figure it out, kid. You got this. There you go. Was that good enough? Yeah, hubby and I have been talking. That was great. Thank you. Of course. I do what I can. No, but it's true. All of this is very real. You actually weren't here when I was talking to Sil about the I don't know, insane way that the American school system is set up. And that it's very rigid and it's structured like our correctional facilities and blah blah blah. So expanding past that, going into college, we spend so much time telling children oh, here's how you do everything and I'm just gonna make these decisions for you. then we like turn them into adults and are like, all right, now make decisions that you're going to want to stick with for the rest of your life, which for like younger millennials and Gen Z and now Gen Alpha literally could be like over 100 years. So yeah, no, not reasonable or responsible of our society. Yes, it is. Yep. So yeah, it's totally fair. I don't know. I myself have like multiple academic aspirations somewhat based in things I want to do. Like I have a film degree, and I kind of utilize it. Like I do voice acting. I have been like in movies and TV. But it's not exactly the most like pertinent thing that I'm doing. I have like a massage therapy degree and I do that, but I'm quickly exiting the industry. I have like half a degree in social work. I have like half a degree in English. So yeah, life changes and it changes on a dime. So, you know, feeling like you don't want to do one thing for the rest of your life, totally. We're gonna open a cafe. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, and Matt and I are gonna open a cafe. Yeah, which like I'm not saying that as like, oh, silly me, how could I forget this pipe dream? Like it's something we're considering and talking about. So you know, there's that too. I can put some of my business knowledge to use. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, it should be. We want to make it like, well, we have a few ideas for it. The big thing is that we want to make it like a board game cafe. Wait. Oh, one of my friends was like, you should open a board game cafe, Bob, except I don't want to run a business. That's what it is. That's what it is exactly. It's a board game cafe. And yeah, I've been very adamant that I don't want to run a business, because that's like all my family does, is run and own businesses. And I like pushed against that my entire life. And now I'm sort of at this point where I'm like, doesn't seem like the worst idea. Seems like it'd be fun. I feel like I could do it fairly well. And if not, then it'd be fun to say like, oh yeah, for a brief period in my 30s, I had, you know, a cafe. Stories, things, different lives. If you enjoy programming, at least for now, then do it until you grow tired of it. Then move on to something new. Keep your life interesting. Exactly! Keep your life interesting! I feel like being your own boss won't be that bad. Correct. The idea of being your own boss, yes, is great. The idea of being someone else's boss is terrifying. Mostly because I've had so many bad bosses. And I know my own personal shortcomings. Like, I know that I'm very short-tempered. I know that I am not always on, and that I just make decisions. So I don't want to be the reason that like someone gets negatively affected because of that. The rest of it sounds super fun. Even like the financial parts of it and the, you know, needing to make sure that we have stocks, new ideas, we have to keep up with the times, blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff sounds fun. It's the potential of having someone like hate me because I am drastically underpaying them, but we can't afford to pay them more, or like, just anything like that. I don't know. That's what gets me more than anything else. Is that your philosophy? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life, so I kind of just take things as they come. Maybe I'll figure it out someday and find what I actually want to be doing. Is that true for other things, too? Oh. Dude, what's bothering you? He shakes his head. Sorry, it's nothing. No, that was something. If it's bothering you, it's not nothing. He smiles and takes my hand under the water. No, it's just me overthinking things. It's actually good advice. Then share. Even if it's not a thing, it's nothing. Share. Well, I'm not sure it was really advice, but I'm glad if it was useful at least. But if you ever need to talk about anything, please hit me up. He nods and squeezes my hand. How about another lap? We swim another couple of laps together, then find Adam at the shallow end again. Well, that was great, but I think I'm done. Oh, Chico, we just got here. We've been swimming for over an hour, dude. Oh, well, time flies when you're having fun. I should probably get some lunch and then start figuring out apartments to look at. You hear that, Matt? Chris feeling a little insecure here. Yeah, I'm catching that. And I like this is interesting because this is I feel like maybe specifically this path is how it feels to have your first boyfriend, and we're seeing it from both ends. We're getting to experience like our own insecurities about like, do they want other things? Do they want more than I can provide? Blah blah blah. While also getting the reverse of like having someone that's a little bit withholding and probably thinking the same things that we're thinking. Like, oh, did he want to be with Elliot? Did he, does he like this? I know he had like high libido when he was like hooking up with the twins and doing whatever at the frat house. Meanwhile, we're like kind of doing the high school stuff. When you're like, this counts, but it doesn't, whatever. How's the lemonade? Pretty good. I've really not drank a ton. Good. I hope you got a lot of good ASMR there. We get out of the pool, quickly shower, and get dressed. Doesn't look like we dried off, though. Okay. Pizza? I was actually thinking I'd grab a sandwich and look at apartment listings while I eat. And then get some homework done, right? You could help look for places to see. Chico, you're gonna have more options than I am. I would just look at the first place and call them up and sign the lease. Anyway. Yeah, Chris is very much the we're new at this and also what ifs route. Okay. I'm catching that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is interesting because like I said, it's very much like a first boyfriend's scenario for both of them. But they're also not coming from a place of like, I like you and I just came out as gay. I like you too and I just came out. They're like, they had other options open to them and made the conscious choice to be with each other. But not through, like, I'm not going to say not through adversity or not without like trial, but it definitely was just very easy. Which, like, I think when relationships are easy, it makes people go on like high alert, like something has to be off here because this is too easy. When like relationships should be easy. Like, I don't know. I hear a lot of people talk about like, oh, marriage is hard. Being in relationships is hard. It's hard work. You have to put an effort into it and blah blah blah. And I'm like, it is? Because I don't feel like it's hard. There have been people that have been harder. Life is hard. Like it's not easy to go through financial difficulties, but you're going through that with your partner. That has nothing to do with your relationship. I mean, it does have things to do with your relationship, but the relationship's not hard. The going through financial struggles is, when family things happen. Those are hard, but your partner is like, part of that is your partner making it easier. I don't know. Maybe I'm just super lucky in that I have a relationship that isn't hard and I don't feel the need to change it. relationships are work, but they shouldn't be work all the time. Remove the hat before you unalive. But my hair's sweaty now. They should be more rewarding than upsetting. And that's true. That's true. I don't know. I feel, and once again, this could just very much be like a me and Dorian thing. I don't feel like our relationship is difficult or that we need, I mean, I guess there's certain things that sure we need to put effort into, but it's us growing as people. It's things that we should already put effort towards. I don't know. But I see where you're coming from. It's work. It is work, but it's not like trial after trial after trial where everybody feels bad at the end. You know? Anyway. You're gonna have more, sign the lease, yep. Okay, that's probably accurate. Go find some places you think look interesting and we'll check them out. I wouldn't mind pizza. I'll see you two later then. I had to look at names real quick because I was like, wait, did he just literally like try and ask us to a pizza date and then we reject him? Hubby pushes me to be better, and we each have things that we don't do as well as we should for the other. But we're both better people for it. Exactly, yeah. No, I feel like that's like most of the work that comes into relationships are wanting to like weed out the parts of yourself that you already know need work because you care about making the other person's life better and easier. You know, like I was saying, like I know that I have a temper on me, which is something that I constantly have to work at. And I do that because I care about Dorian. So, you know, as well as like, it's just something I should work on in general, but he pushes me to want to be better about it. I mean, relationships are work in the sense of nobody's 100% Take two. I mean, relationships are work in the sense of nobody's 100% perfect. For the other in absolutely every way. I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. But yes. Same page. Same page. We get it. I think my bigger thing, not to like beat a dead horse, is that I see people that are like miserable in their relationships that talk about like, you know, relationships are work. Like, oh yeah, there's days that I want to not be around my partner. And granted, like I was saying that I need copious amounts of alone time, but I have never actively thought like I don't want to be around Dorian. For more than just like, oh, he's at work right now, and I'm glad that I get this time to myself. They should not be work like that. Exactly. You know, it should not take active work to want to be with your partner. No, you are staying on, sir. Goodness, that was almost tragic. Bitch, you told me to get him out of the house. Correct. I did tell you to get him out of the house. But, yes, that's like a good in general thing too, though. Because we spend way too much time at the house. But yeah, that's my big thing with like the relationships are hard work thing is like, they shouldn't be that hard. They should definitely be, like Bob was saying, way more rewarding than anything else. Lunch with Chris is nice, and he heads back to his room to do work afterward. Bit of work with Adam and Chris, see if board games are happening, go to Q&A, hang out at the house. I mean, we're getting in trouble for our studies, but I feel like 75 is pretty good. Our confidence is actually pretty good. Our frattiness is pretty good. Our gamingness could use some work. Part of me wants to go to Q&A, but from our statistics, it looks like we actually should maybe go see if board games are happening. I head to the student center. Luckily, Jake and Nate. Really? Can I go back? I don't want to make that choice now. Okay. I head to the student center. Luckily, Jake and Nate seem to be sitting at the table talking with Jake's bag of games. I mean, you can go back. Now, I made choices. You can't go back in real life. I mean, you can always make different choices later, but I just don't like you. I don't think there's anything that's going to happen that's going to make me like you. I don't like that you pushed Jake past his comfort zone in like a not super kosher way. I don't like that you were actively like trying to hook up with other people when he wasn't cool with it. And I just don't like your attitude either. I don't like how you behave around like the group. But we made choices, so who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe. Hey. Oh, hi, Carlos. Come join us. We're waiting for Hannah to start board games. How have you two been? Pretty good. We're talking about housing options next year. I said, how have you two been? Let Jake answer for himself, sir. They're thinking they want to get an apartment off campus next year. My mom wouldn't want me to live with Hannah. Any reason? I'm glad you have such strong feelings about Nate. Most people only have strong feelings about Dan. I have strong feelings about Dan, but I don't know. Oh my goodness, I just turned that down way too much. Okay, balanced. Got it. Thank you. I feel like Dan in YAGS, I understood his personality a lot better, having had like the gay experience that I've had, and understanding like this is one reaction to finding yourself and wanting to like go out and explore it and figure out what you like and yada yada. So the abrasiveness comes off in like a quirky, congenial way. I feel like in ZAGS, just because Carlos is like seeing somebody, the fact that Dan still has that same aggressiveness to him, I don't know. It almost comes off as disrespectful. I know he's not trying for it to be, but it comes off that way, just like a touch. But I also know that he is just joking about it, because I have seen the pathway where, you know, Nate's like, hey, want a bone? And Dan's like, whoa, no, you are with someone. Don't wreck something. So, well, I think Dan doesn't care about being respectful to an extent. I don't think he cares about pushing people's buttons and about sort of like just going against the grain a little bit in the same way that Liz G doesn't. Like she will very much just say whatever comes into her brain, doesn't matter if it's an appropriate time for it, whatever. Which is fine, and she does it in a quirky, congenial way. I wouldn't experience Liz G in real life and ever be like, oh my god, what a bish. In the same way, I probably wouldn't have those feelings about Dan. And I only say that because I have seen him want to be respectful about a relationship. One of my beta testers called her female Dan. What was your opinion on the characters? Well, I thought that Dan was aggressive. And female Dan was pretty aggressive too. Too fun. But yes, you obviously know these characters better than I do. But those are my strong feelings. As opposed to like Nate, he's just like, I don't know, just kind of a dick. Just kind of a dick. I mean, your strong feelings are not wrong. Thank you. I'm never wrong with my strong feelings. I have these for very good reasons. I have a lot of insight. You could take some notes about this game from me, Bob. Let me tell you. Any reason? She doesn't know I think she thinks it would be improper. Hannah's mom would probably object too. Chris isn't sure what he's doing yet either, but a 3-bedroom apartment for them is probably out. Jake and Nick could live together, but then Hannah would have to live alone, which explains why Hannah ends up living with Chris. That sounds like a difficult situation. She says she wouldn't mind. Still, babe, she seemed to prefer some other... Hi, sorry I'm late. Sorry, my nose is being disgusting. Nate starts off as a huge dick, but the idea is that Jake starts to temper that. I guess we'll see. I'm not seeing it tempered, but what do I know? I just do not like him. And similarly, Nate pushes Jake. Too strongly, yes, but also in a way that Jake ultimately finds useful. I gotta take your word for it, because right now I just feel like I watched Jake be uncomfortable, pushed into a relationship that his friends noticed he wasn't comfortable with, and that wasn't healthy for him. And then meanwhile, I've seen I've seen Nate, not super care. And I mean, nobody knows what happens behind closed doors. I'm sure that there are pathways in both games where I would get to see behind closed doors. But the only closed door I saw behind was Nate being a little bitch about things. So, yeah, it is absolutely not a healthy relationship at first. Well, I can take solace that I know that they break up. So, I think that was part of the ending stuff, is that oh, unsurprisingly, they didn't make it. Not at all. We were just talking about housing. Yeah, I talked to my mom again, and she still isn't comfortable with me living with a guy. I asked her how she'd feel if the guy was gay. Jake visibly tenses, and Nate seems to instinctively rub his back. Okay, I guess that's cute. I guess that's a good physical acknowledgement gesture. But I'm still watching you, buddy. Those green eyes don't fool me. No, I meant Chris. Jake, I would never out you to my parents, especially not after what... What did she say? She said you'd have to think about it, but it wasn't a no. So, I guess that's good. Girl, you're an adult woman. You're an adult woman. Doesn't matter what your mama thinks. I mean, okay, for some people it should matter in some way, but in terms of this, you're welcome to hate them, and you will love AGS down to fun. I can't wait. I know you had told me, I think it's probably that one, since you're bringing it up now. You told me that there was one that kind of follows the maybe more closed door relationship with them. So, you know. So it sounds like we need to see what Chris decides. I think he said he was talking to Adam, who was going to talk to Carlos, but... Well, in any case, we don't need to resolve this right now. Should we play something? Turn in taxis? It's been a while since we played that. Yeah! Jake sets up the game and I end up going first. The starting card gives me reasonable options of starting in the red-orange region or the purple region. Start on the left in the purple cities, start on the right in the orange cities. Purple cities! I start in the purple area and manage to draw some green cities to continue my expansion. Score smaller routes first, go larger later. Aim for a large route now for chips. Smaller first. I score length 4 route and upgrade my carriage. This lets me place houses more efficiently early, although I'm late to the length related chips. Soon, the end of the game looks like it's approaching. I could end it by placing houses, but that would deny me the largest carriage. Go for the big one. But Hannah ends the game without giving me a chance to do so. She wins pretty handily. Of course. Of course she does. Nice job. I didn't think you'd be able to end the game. That random draw was really lucky. I didn't think I'd be able to either. Something else quick? Diamant! I could do that. Diamant doesn't go as well, as the decks are being uncooperative today, and we stop after a couple of games. Food? I'm assuming you want to hit the buffet? It's a theme night! Don't remind me. Mind if I join you? Of course not. Yeah, of course not. That's a new one. Doesn't seem as bad as some of the previous themes, at least. But does pizza night mean it's just different pizzas or pizza in things? Food! It turns out to be a bunch of different foods on top of pizza crust, and we sit at a table and watch Jake eat fried rice pizza. The irony of this is that pizza was the dinner for most of the house here tonight, and the other option I'm going to assume was probably fried rice. If you just dump the toppings off the crust, it's actually fairly normal food, if a bit eclectic. The hot dog pizza, if you fold it up, it's kind of just like eating a cheese dog. I should have eaten at the house. Good to know. Domino's 50% off this week. Oh. I've had pizza almost every day this week. Bob, that's a choice. That is a choice that I will not judge audibly. But it's a choice. Soon we're finished and watch Jake polish off what looks like gummy bears and brownie pieces on a pizza crust. I'll try to talk to my mom again tomorrow morning, Jake, and we'll see if Chris has any decisions by then. Wait, that's pineapple pizza? That's straight up pineapple on pizza. You monster. That sounds good. I should head back, but it was nice gaming with you today. It's always nice to see you, Carlos. We'll see you next time. Yeah, sure. Pineapple pizza. Oh, I shouldn't say anything really because I think any pizza is disgusting. So like I would have the same visceral reaction to pineapple pizza as I would to pepperoni pizza. It's all just a disgusting mess to me. I head back to my room. I sit at my computer and stare at my IM list. Elliot and Chris seem to be online. Guess I could always Obapadabupi, but I don't really feel the need to at the moment. Talk to Elliot. That didn't really do anything this time. Talk to Chris. What's our libido at? And I mean, we could do that. We don't need to talk to anybody. We could also hang around the house. We're pretty fratty right now. Yeah, we have almost 100% frattiness. But let's see our friendships, because if there's a chance we could talk to people. Eva. Who's at the house? We might be able to talk to Eva somewhere. Probably. We haven't met Mark. I'm like, who the hell is this? We could probably boost a little bit more with Tom. Steve is okay. He's kind of like our second best friend if we don't count Chris. Pineapple and bacon pizza. Mad, you're a monster. One topping is bad enough. We'll go ahead and hang around the house. I close the window and sit back in my chair. I'm not sure if I'm up for conversation with someone right now. Spend the rest of the evening hanging around the house instead. Soon I decide it's time for bed. Okay, never mind. That's just Hawaiian-ish. Well, because, yeah, you got the pineapple, and then... Oh, yeah, I guess, because When people think of Hawaii, they think of like suckling pig and stuff, so. It's just ooky. Oh, that's right. That's right, we're going to James's today. I think Hawaiian is traditionally pineapple and Canadian bacon, which often gets substituted with ham. Isn't Canadian bacon just ham? Hawaiian is with ham. And bacon is just a more different form of ham. Isn't so like I know our bacon, like US bacon is like strips. Isn't Canadian bacon like discs, which is our like am I thinking about this right? Or am I just like pulling out nonsense? I might just be pulling out nonsense. Sorry, Mike. Canadian bacon. Oh, why does it look like bread? I feel like that's cruel. I feel like that's a cruel trick. Canadian bacon comes from the back of the pig, specifically the loin. Whereas ham comes from the hind leg of the pig, specifically the rear and thighs, according to the internet. Bacon has a better affinity because of the smoky saltiness. Yeah, you do need something like that to temper the pineapple. I prefer tempering it with jalapenos. Jalapeno and pineapple pizza. Don't do drugs. Best sign in this whole game. Probably best sign I've seen in a game. Also, just making sure levels are all correct, right? Yeah, I think this is good. I find myself... Ooh. Don't do drugs. Eat pizza. Ooh, yeah, I like pickle... Madeline. You're a chef. You should like normal food. Or you should like fancy food. Like foie gras and caviar. Is pizza code for drugs? There's a sign in this game. I pointed out almost every single stream. When we go to the pizza parlor, like next to the menu board, it's just a sign with a slice of pizza that says, don't do drugs, eat pizza. It's great. If Madeline cooked a pineapple jalapeno pizza for me, Madeline would find herself locked outside with like a discarded pizza flipped upside down on the ground. Ooh, pat dinner. Pat dinner is like a peanut butter sandwich or mozzarella sticks. That's a pat dinner, not pineapple jalapeno pizza. It's all the mixing. Hide the pizza in a sandwich. I feel like the aroma would be the dead giveaway. That's the big... I think that's the biggest thing with me and pizza is the smell of it. I'm like, oh, no. Awful. Can't do this. Get away from me. And then, like, the visual of it, too, because of how a lot of people bake it. Like, it looks like there's, like, I don't know, mold or something on the bread. And I just... It just... Everything about it is wrong. It's all wrong. Whoever came up with it. It's all wrong. I find myself a little too eager to hang out with James again and knock on Chris and Adam's door a bit earlier than usual. Chris answers the door, blinking the sleep from his eyes. Hey, sorry, I just thought you two might already be up. If you're... He shakes his head, yawns, and steps aside. I walk into the room. Adam rolls over in his bed and seems to try to fall back asleep. We were gonna see James today, right? Yeah, he's probably awake already. He sits at his computer and types, and I sit on his bed. I feel like we've discussed this sooner, but do you have any plans for spring break, Chico? He groans and turns toward me in his bed. I guess I'm awake now? He yawns and stretches, and I try not to stare as the bed sheets fall off him. You've seen this! You've seen this a lot! Not really. Get some work done. Do some more reading. Maybe hit the pool and gym with you. You weren't traveling, right? Nope. Just going to hang out and swim and sleep. He's seen, but he still likes. Okay, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I need to email you back. Like, don't get me wrong. I've seen this once or twice a week, for multiple hours, and I still like. I don't know. I feel like there's like a level at some point where like straight friends are just like, he's not like looking. He's just like looking. It's fine. No? Is that just me? Is that just a me thing? Nope, was just gonna hang out and swim and sleep. In other words, what you normally do anyway, break or not. Chico. No, that sounds about right. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've had at least a straight roommate. Yeah. Who, like, after day 2, we were all very comfortable walking around with, like, next to nothing on. And it was never weird. I was never like, you need pants. You gotta, no. And he was never like, gotta cover the bits and goods cause I know Pat's looking. Like, no. It's like, he's looking, but he's not looking. He's seen it. Like, fine. Chico. Oh, by the way, the apartments are open this afternoon, so we should probably go take a look. Sounds good, dude. James is free now. Great. I'll wait outside for you to get dressed. Okay, why? This is our boyfriend and our best friend, and they're literally probably just throwing other stuff on. We don't need to wait outside. Sweet dreams, Chico. Adam shakes his head and pulls his pillow over his head. Chris quickly gets dressed and meets me outside. We walk to James' apartment together. I'm glad you're good friends with James, Chris. He seems really nice. Why did I say that? That was stupid. Yeah. Also, he has Super Smash Brothers. Ooh. Is it just me, or without, like, his jacket, is James, like, ripped? James answers the door quickly, and we're soon engrossed in Smash. I managed to beat James in a round. Dude, how did that happen? Haven't played in a while, and you're good at this. Last time you were wiping the floor with us. As I said. Some timer goes off in the kitchen, and James fetches something from the oven, returning with some napkins and what turns out to be a plate of cinnamon rolls. That was also part of tonight's dinner. This is just a lot of our life right now. Figuring out new apartments or housing situations. Pizza, cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls are delicious. The perfect, I don't know, like breakfast treat, I guess. I like them more in the morning. They're okay at any time, but if I can start a day with like a cinnamon roll, great. I also just love cinnamon in general, so. I don't know, maybe that's what pineapple jalapeno pizza needs. Just needs to be coated in cinnamon. Is it okay to eat here? Yes, just be careful. Dude, you didn't have to make breakfast for us. No trouble, just from a can. No time. Put pineapple and jalapenos in cinnamon rolls. Okay. That's interesting, because the pineapple, I could see having like a fruit salad in the morning with cinnamon rolls. And if pineapple was a part of it, I feel like that like sour tartness it doesn't turn me off from how sweet like cream cheese icing is. The jalapeno, on the other hand, I've never actually had a jalapeno, so that'd be a tougher sell. Still, it's nice of you. Aye aye, Captain. All I hear is, I wouldn't not eat it. I wouldn't not eat the pineapple part of it. Like, maybe don't bake it inside. Who am I kidding? That is not making me breakfast ever. Yeah, maybe don't bake it into it, but I could definitely, like, I do enjoy a fruit bowl for breakfast. I haven't had one in a hot minute, but I do enjoy that. And then with something sweet like a cinnamon roll, c'est bon, c'est good. Like I said, the jalapeno, that's a harder sell. That's a way harder sell on me. We eat for a bit in silence. The rolls are actually pretty good. Okay, Bish. What you mean actually? Did you expect him to not know how to cook cinnamon rolls from a can? You know, I never actually had to cook. Freshman year I was on the meal plan and then I joined the frat, but sometimes I think it'd be fun to try. But I wanna make cinema rolls. Carlos is used to stuff from the frat house, which is gonna be homemade cinnamon rolls. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, I suppose. If you're accustomed to something, then I guess that's more of like a jarring, not jarring, but it's more of like a, oh, something out of a can tastes pretty good too. Provided it's like Pillsbury. I haven't really had a generic cinnamon roll in a hot minute. I think they were pretty good. I think it's kind of hard to fuck up a cinnamon in general. I think if you have any sort of just dough and put cinnamon on it, that's a hard thing to fuck up in general. I make Aldi cinnamon rolls. They're good. Aldi. Okay. We all get to look at... Whoop. We all get to look at my bad side real quick. Aldi... Cinnamon Life cereal? Wait, what? Cinnamon rolls. Ew. It looks like it's in a soda can. It looks like canned bread, to be honest. Actually not bad. These $4 Aldi cinnamon rolls taste the closest to homemade. Okay. They have a fancy flaky kind that's pumpkin flavored in fall that's delicious. I think Dorian would appreciate that. I know he enjoys that stuff. I mean, same as Pillsbury in a roll. Yeah, I kind of feel anything that's like canned. Trying to see like nutrition facts. That's something that I'm trying to get like way better about. But yeah. I've been deciding to try and be a smidge bucket healthier with my unhealthy decisions, or at least more like calorie conscious. Ooh. Jumbo pumpkin rolls with pumpkin flavored icing. Oh my. All right. Look at that. Like it's obviously very similar to Pillsbury, but that to me it looks way more like canned bread, where it looks like it's in like a soda can. Oh, well, fine. You want to tease? Okay. I guess that's the only image we get. Because I'm not opening up my Instagram. Not for any bad reasons, I just don't think I have it open on my computer. I think it'd be fun to try. I wouldn't call these cooking. Pull them out of the package onto a tray and put them in the oven. That is as much cooking as I do, sir. So I call that cooking. Well, I've also never done that, so... Were you planning on making lunch today, James? Yes. Carlos could help if you want. Okay. We finish, and after a couple more rounds of Smash, James puts on an episode of Farscape. Why did that bring up a memory for me? Farscape. Australian-American science fiction television series. Which is apparently having a reunion. Because Ben Browder is hot? Possibly. That could possibly be it. Okay, yes. Yes. Interesting. I also saw the he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my gosh. Once again, a movie that I think if I went to go see it, it was to not watch it. I saw at the beginning of stream today the Torchwood thing that you'd put in when it was talking about like celebrity crushes. And yes, Captain Jack. Oh, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Torchwood. I haven't actually finished all of it, and I actually think I've seen more of the Torchwood spin-off, the Miracle Day. I think I've seen more of that than actual Mike Smith, John Barrowman in real life. Mike, like, based off character in this, there's a photo of him with John Barrowman or something. Hence that conversation. What? Well, that had to be thrilling. I don't like if he was just in front of me, especially if he was like in the Torchwood like gear, or I guess like his Torchwood gear is literally like gloves and like a tight shirt. I'd just be like, I can't say anything to you. You know. Give me Lanto instead. Okay. Wait. My microphone is the most inconveniently placed microphone ever seen. Oh, right. Okay, right. I mean, he's like soft boy cute, you know? I don't know. I wouldn't say no. I'm not like, he's daddy. He is. I mean, I guess I could see that. I don't know. He has such like soft features, and I don't know, there's something about like the more like rough, like a chiseled thing. I don't know. Does it more for me. I say that, but then like, I don't know. I will forever have a huge crush on like Josh Hutcherson. And he has kind of both. Like, he has certain times when he's like the firm cut, whatever, and then other times where he's like soft boy. So I don't know. I think it just depends on my mood in that moment. And apparently right now I'm more like cut boy. We finished after a couple more rounds of Smash, episode of Farscape. This is new. Yeah, I finished Voyager a few nights ago. Oh. Sorry, maybe you should have waited for you. You can always watch it again. Oh God, they were like watching a show together. Thanks. Okay. That's weirdly like a thing. That's like, I don't know. I know everybody's like, oh no, I love watching shows with people, but it means something when you watch a show with someone. And then it also means something like when they finish watching it without you. It's okay, you should watch what you want. Chris and I snuggle on the couch as we watch, and I'm reminded of watching a movie and Q&A with him. It's really nice watching movies, shows with you like this. Yeah. Thanks for having us over, James. After a couple of episodes, James heads to the kitchen to make lunch, and I join him, while Chris plays some single-player Smash. What can I help with? Have vegetables? Just gonna throw them in the pasta. Dude, this is fancy. Yeah, it was their thing in YAGS. Oh. If you do James route, basically everything is just watching Star Trek in James's apartment. That's great. I tried. So the video that will eventually come out, I really wanted to go the James route, and then I made a horrible, blunderous choice that James caught us in, and it quickly changed. So, yeah, now I feel like I can't watch Undead Unluck unless you're with me. Fair enough. I mean, you should watch what you want to watch, but also if you watch it without me, I'm gonna have my feelings super hurt. So, you know. Just consider that, I guess. Or don't. It's fine. Do what you want to do. Dude, this is fancy. Just pasta with vegetables. But thank you. He hands me a knife and vegetable. Cut it into 4 pieces by moving the knife up and down over it. Then click it to move it to the side. I knew I should have been paying attention to that because I did not. Move your cursor rapidly up and down over each vegetable until it cuts into 4 slices. Then click on it. Okay, there we go. James throws the cut vegetable into the pot and sets a timer. I made that harder than it needed to be. That's what she said. We join Chris for a bit until the food's done and sit on the couch again to eat. Soon the food is gone. Thanks for the food, dude. Thank you for your help. We should probably go. We're going to see Apartments with Adam this afternoon. That's right, that's what we were going to do. Should probably get ready too. Thanks for having us again. Yeah, should do this again. Oh my god, Adam's shirt. Adam's awake when we return, sitting at his desk, reading a book. Hey, ready to go? I was like, you know, it would be fun to request phallic vegetables from my artist. So that game exists because I wanted to make my artist draw phallic vegetables. Okay, so that means there's a cucumber, zucchini, carrot. Wow. Oh my, that's gold. Probably some sort of like butternut squash or something. Which I mean is kind of odd if you're thinking phallically, but still kind of exists there. Chico, you should really throw out those shirts. They're fine, just a little ripped. Dude, I will buy you a new copy of that shirt. Copy! What do you call another shirt that's the same as that shirt? Instance? You and your computer terms. If you're done talking about my shirt, let's go see the first apartment. I think there's zucchini, yellow squash, and eggplant. How did I not think of eggplant? I'll never be done talking about your shirt, Chico, but let's go. The first place we see seems to be fairly old and unmaintained, although it's hard to tell if it's the tenant's fault or the landlord's. The second place, however, looks really nice. Dude, I really like this place. It's reasonably priced, it's spacious, it's got 2 bathrooms, it's got laundry in the basement. Only 2 bedrooms though, so I guess it also depends what you two want to do. What, you don't want to share a room with Chris anymore? I don't want to make things hard for you two if you want to live together. Dude, don't worry about us. What do you want to do? I don't really know how to judge apartments, but this place is nice. If you two want to live together, I can always just stay at the house. Oh no, not you two. This building is all 2-bedroom apartments. I could see if Hannah and Jake and Nick want to live here. Then we could all at least be close by. And we can get a GameCube and we can drop by for and we can get a GameCube and you can drop by for Smash. Does that mean you're gonna live with Hannah, Chris? I think so. It makes the most sense, and this place is nice and close to campus too. I throw an arm over Adam's shoulder and ruffle his hair. Our second attempt at living together. Well, this time I don't think anything can happen. I'm gonna start calling you Ruby, Chico. This sounds like a plan then. Let's head back. We head back to their room and Chris sits at his computer and types. I'm glad housing has worked out. I'll email the company and get the paperwork to sign. Chris stands. Oh, you're probably getting it for summer? I feel like March is a little early though. I'm gonna take Hannah and Jake to see the apartment. Sounds good, dude. I might take a shower after I'm done with this. I sit on Am's bed as Chris grabs a notebook and heads out. Want to go swimming before dinner, Chico? Well, that's better than after dinner, but I should do homework tonight. Maybe sometime this week? Sure, Chico. Adam prints an apartment listing, grabs it, and then leans back in his chair, seemingly contemplative. Nicole broke up with her boyfriend yesterday. Ooh! Adam drama. Your ex, Nicole. Yeah. I didn't realize she was seeing someone new. They got together last semester. I think I told you about him. Henry? Oh, right, the pretentious guy. Dude. That's the impression I got from hearing you talk about him. Anyway. Well, it seems like he was all she talked about when we met up over break. That's a lot of why lunch with her was so awkward. Maybe she was trying to make you jealous, dude. What? Maybe she regrets letting you go and wants you back. Showing off her new guy while you're still single? I mean, it's a power move. I guess. She's not really that kind of person, though. Would you date her again? I mean, if I had to do it all over again? Yeah, I just feel like I should have given her more attention, I guess. No, I mean, would you date her again now? Dude, we're on opposite sides of the country, and a lot of the reason things didn't work out was the distance, and our differing expectations of what long distance entailed. Excuse me? Still, no, it wouldn't be fair to her. Or you, Broseph. He sighs. I do sometimes miss having someone. Oh. You mean you miss sex? You got me, dude. I think he more so means sex. Dude. Chico, have you gotten laid since you two broke up? You know that casual sex isn't really my thing. You haven't. I see. Just tu mano. I don't know what that means, and I'm not sure I want to know. I'm going to shower. Yeah, you enjoy that shower, buddy. I might wait for Chris to get back. We could, maybe I'll grab dinner afterward? Sure, that sounds good. He pulls off his shirt and pants, wraps his towel around himself, and pulls his underwear off, throwing it into a pile of clothing on the floor. I guess I'll see you in a bit. I lay back on Adam's bed and stare at the ceiling, suddenly feeling like my pants are too tight. I mean, you have a room to yourself, and it's technically your boyfriend's room. I lie on Adam's bed for a bit, feeling a bit jealous of Nicole, and trying not to think about them, doing it. Stop thinking with the wrong head, Carlos. I lay there for a bit until the door opens. I totally thought we were about to start doing things, and Adam was going to walk in again. Surprised you didn't fall asleep, dude. Haha, dude. He pulls a new pair of underwear out of his dresser and pulls it on, drying his hair as he looks around the room. I should do laundry. He picks up a shirt, sniffs it, and pulls it on. You need to start doing the sniff test on your clothes? Yeah, you should probably do laundry. Dude, seriously, new shirts. Maybe you're right. I bet I could order these online. He pulls on some pants as Chris walks back in. That was fast. Oh, we didn't go see it. I just pulled up a listing and everyone said they trusted my judgment. We're gonna be almost roommates, building mates, or whatever you call it. Yeah. He puts his notebook down, comes over to me, and kisses me. Dinner? I need to throw some laundry in, but I can meet you somewhere. I don't mind pizza, but I kinda like something else. We can get burgers and eat them outside. That sounds pretty nice, actually. We'll find a bench by the burger place then. We head to the burger place, which has a sign saying they're out of fries for the day. Oh, drat. I'm curious what they were now. Maybe a normal flavor since they actually sold out? We order a couple of burgers and sit on a bench. Dude, should I have made more of an effort to live with you next year? No? Why? I don't know, it just feels like I should have tried to find some arrangement where we could all live together or something. Because you mean a lot to me. Yeah, but you guys have also kind of been dating for like 3 weeks. Not that that doesn't happen, but, you know, doesn't have to. Chris gently caresses my hand. Housing has nothing to do with how we feel about each other. It makes more sense for me to live with Hannah because she would have been on her own otherwise. Well, still. It's really fine. I think it worked out better this way, and you get to live with Adam next year like you wanted. Yeah, that's true. Hey, sorry. I had to split up my load because there was only one washer open. I probably shouldn't have put off laundry until Sunday night. I'm afraid to ask what flavor the fries are today. We don't know. They were sold out. Huh? Wonder if they were actually good then. He orders his own burger and sits next to me, throwing an arm over my shoulder. We're finally getting to live together next year. Yeah, and I'm glad you'll have your own room for all your clothes. You make it sound like I have so much clothes that need its own room, dude. You'll have to take a picture of the wooden floor because you'll never see them again. Ha ha. Joke's on you because I won't have to buy a carpet to put by my bed. Who puts carpets by the bed? Carlos, are you an animal? What? You put them either under the bed or partially under the bed. That way when you get out of bed, your feet aren't touching a cold floor. Yeah, don't tell me you actually enjoy waking up and immediately putting your feet on cold wood. I've never thought about that before or realized there was another option. Yes! Yes! Get a carpet, dude. It'll change your life. Or just put your clothes everywhere like I do. We soon finish eating and Adam stands and stretches. Well, I should see if another washer's opened up. I might head to the library afterward to do some work. Why would you work in the library, Chico? Sir. To give us private time. Because we can't exactly do things at the frat house. Oh, Carlos. Maybe you and Chris want to work on something. But if you're going home, I can probably work from my desk. Yes, Chris and I have to study anatomy. Probably call it a night. I mean, yes and everything tonight. Great. I might have to grab my second load of clothes, but then I'll get out of your hair. We head back to the dorm. A washer seems to have freed up, so Adam gets back to his room with us and grabs his backpack and laundry basket. I'll see you two later then. He leaves, shutting the door behind him, and Chris looks at me, looking a little embarrassed. Oh, you not want to? That's fine. Oh, it's just awkward because he knows his roommate gave up being in their room. That was really considerate of him. He nods. Do you, we don't have to do anything if you don't want to. He shakes his head, and then he's on me, kissing me as his hands work their way up the back of my shirt and up my back. I stumble and catch myself against the wall, pulling him against me. I can feel the anatomy lesson taking hold. Dude, let's get to your bed. We impatiently undress each other, and I pull my shirt over my head, not wanting to deal with the buttons, before stumbling into Chris's bed. He lays on top of me and kisses me again. I find his hoo-hoo and pull him against me, and we both moan. Ooh. He feels amazing, and it doesn't take either of us long. Consistently, it doesn't take either of us very long. We snuggle together in bed afterward. That was really nice. I can feel him kiss my chest and his fingers trace along my side. We stay that way for a while, and I feel like I'm falling asleep, before Chris seems to stir and kiss my cheek. I should probably finish the program I was in the middle of tonight. Oh, yeah, I should probably head back to the house anyway. He kisses me again on the lips before grabbing some tissues and cleaning us up. We both reluctantly get dressed. I'll see you later then. I stop in the common room to see what the brothers are up to, on my way back to Merck. They seem to be watching Psych. I watch the rest of the episode with them before heading back to my room. I guess it's time to get stuff together for the week. Oh, that's the first time he said, I wish it wasn't Monday tomorrow. We are on 3.5 hours. I think I'm gonna check stats real quick. All right, so my intention was to get libido to 0. So the pool is open. I can swim whenever I want. That's a new thing. Affection, everything's super great with Chris. That's awesome. Our happiness is less than where I want it to be. I want to get everything to at least over 50. That's where that's like a sweet spot that I'm trying to aim for. Except obviously libido. But we're like maxed out on frattiness pretty much, so we can probably pull back some time except for our lessons and the meetings. We really need to up our game and do things that make us happy. We're also apparently getting in trouble for studiousness, which I'm pretty sure is just part of the script. But in retrospective, I shouldn't have named happiness happiness, because its intent is to use it as a resource. But yeah, it has an implication that Carlos isn't happy. We need to fix it. Okay, yeah, that's where I've been going with it. Like I said, I want to reach everything to at least like 50%, because I feel like you can be moderately good at everything that you like doing in life. If you're not like trying to max certain things out. But yeah. We started at week 5 and we were ending on week 9. So we got through 3 weeks in like 3.5 hours. I do think I'm going to call it though. I should have probably saved this. I'm realizing I need to return to the planner in order to save. Bueno será. Será. Hooray. Yes, that was so great. We learned so many new things. In Daddy Dating Sim, I'm calling the resource energy instead. I mean, fair enough. Thanks for the stream. Of course, thank you for showing up. Even though you had like a fancy dinner party and everything. That's what's going on in my head. but you had a fancy dinner party where people were over and you were doing stuff. So thanks for making time here. But yeah, so fancy dinner party. I mean, monocles, exactly. Like you have the fancy hats, you have like fancy stories, like about Japan, like I said yesterday. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. I could definitely see you being a fancy dinner party on a Thursday night kind of guy. But yes, so some end of stream housekeeping. Um, yes, I'm paranoid, so I'm gonna save twice. Uh, yes, so tomorrow is Friday, so there's a short coming out Friday. I'm gonna try and get a video out at least on Sunday because things are just crazy right now. I'm not sure I can do 2 videos a week. Yes, we'll see how far those come along. Thank you everybody for joining in. Thank you for at least the subscriber that I saw over on YouTube, as well as any action on Twitch that I didn't see because even though Stream Elements is now working for YouTube, it's still not working for Twitch. So that's something I have to figure out. Your shorts are fun. I'm always impressed at your content output. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting. I noticed that the shorts that I think will do very well do incredibly poorly. And then like the one I put out 2 days ago, I literally was just like, "Oh, a character died." Got me 10 to 12 subscribers. So, but thank you. I try and have something out every single day. Which yeah, as I get more time freedom back from not needing to worry about like a bad job or whatever. Hey yo, hey panda. Um A. This is not a raid, correct? Oh wow, 8.4k views on that is way above where it was earlier. Yeah, I hope your week is going better. It's it is better than it was on Tuesday. But yes, thank you. Yeah, Plague, unfortunately, I'm actually getting ready to end. That's good at least. Yes. Hope it keeps looking up. It will. I'm sure it will. But yes. My brain. I was on a path. I was on a track. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, and keep saying. Thank you everybody. Thank you for joining in. Thanks for all the Twitch support, everybody over on Twitch. Thank you for everybody over on YouTube that was supporting there. Content pretty much every single day. Trying. I'm still gonna try and have at least a Sunday video, Saturday video, a little iffy, and then I'm gonna try and put out my content schedule on Monday, provided we actually know what it is this week. And then I'll see you all live again on Tuesday. So have a good night, everybody. Bye.